Welcome back to the Metropolitan Grid. How's it going? How's everyone doing? It is the 22nd of March. It's a Sunday. Hey, what's up? We're streaming on some weird times because, as y'all probably know, it's been 1 week plus a day since we've been indoors here. I've been outside in 1 week. I've been outside for approximately 45 seconds. Maybe that's actually a bit long. I took the recycling and garbage out. So haven't gave up on shaving, and otherwise internally society inside this apartment has been going pretty well. Maddie made some bread the other day because we didn't want to go to the grocery store, and it turned out way better than the bread you can buy at the grocery store. So take that, big aggro. Yo, Vincent, what's up, dude? It's Sunday, my peeps. How you doing? You also trapped at home? Also, Jessica, what's up? I've watched an absurd amount of Netrunner the past few days. Can't wait for more. Yeah, so I plan to stream a bit more often than once a week because I'm trapped in here. It's honestly not that bad. Well, because we can. I imagine a lot of people are stuck at home. Maybe having some content would serve y'all well. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna stream, I think every 2 days we're gonna try and do it, give or take. So we're gonna stream today. We'll probably stream on Tuesday. We'll be Thursday regular time. We'll do it a bit more consistent based on how things go. Cool. Unfortunately for that, like, we don't have a lot of structure to planning of what we're doing, so I think we're just gonna go through like Netrunner DB and play some deck lists because things are pretty interesting. Maybe we'll build something. I plan to stream for a couple hours today. I don't know how long. Basically, I'm gonna go long until I get hungry, probably, and then call it from there. So we'll figure out what's up. You guys saw I've been going out a lot because of work. Courts aren't closed completely. Oh fuck. Is there anything like in the judicial system that has changed considerably based off of like how people interact with each other? Like, is there just pure L everywhere, or people standing apart? Elias, what's up? How are you staying safe, man? We're basically just staying indoors, and that's largely it. Maddie is in here. The Nanako, the cat, is in here. We just haven't gone outside. We can work from home pretty well. They set up a lot of like remote access things, so it's been totally functional. We have to go get groceries sometime soon, and I don't expect it to be like zombies outside, but like we just want to pop into a store, pick some stuff up at some non-peak hours. We'll probably go early Monday morning, something like that. My work shut indefinitely today. The future very uncertain. Oh, fucking so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. From where y'all are, I work in a shop. A lot of stores closing. Yeah, a lot of stores are closing. A lot of businesses that are not considered like essential have to close. I don't know what compensation packages look like, if those even exist. I know some places do it a bit better than others. I've been talking to people that were like work events for government stuff or for like municipal stuff, and they'll pay you like the last 4 weeks, stuff like that. No defendants are allowed in court, and we just postpone cases. Oh, wild. Whoa. Okay, cool. I spilled water all over my crotch immediately into the stream. This is gonna be oh, this is really unpleasant. Jessica, I work at a humane society and I'm a welder. Yo, how's the humane society? Like, is that still open? I imagine a lot of people want to get involved with pets because they're stuck indoors, and that sounds like a good idea. There still needs to be a lawyer at court to do that. So we take turns to work every day. Okay, cool. Yeah, I guess you're working alone then. Are you in today or are you out, Vincent? Yeah, really sorry to hear that, Jessica. I hope that turns around relatively soon. I have no doubt there'll be some sort of, I don't want to say boom, but once this is all over, I imagine people will be embracing going outdoors. So maybe there's a bounce back. Obviously, I'm not an expert. I don't know, but hoping for the best. Yeah, I'm wet now. This is not good. Yeah, we're gonna play some Netrunner today. We're gonna just run through some decks, try some stuff out. There was a lot of people are doing online store championships. On that note, Montreal is doing an online store championship on Saturday. We will be casting it here on this channel. If you're from roughly the area, maybe you want to join. Prize support is only going to make sense if you're from Montreal because it's free entrance to the store championship whenever it actually is, because we're not replacing it, we're just postponing it. So that's like $10 value, which is Canadian. So that's like, I imagine like 25 Australian, but like 3 American. Vincent, by the way, you come and play SC next week? No, it's not open for the public. Been a lot of stress going on. I've been doing 4 graveyard shifts from 7 to 4 a.m. for the past week. I'm exhausted. Oh, that sounds really rough. Are there less people coming into work? Like, do people be like, fuck it, it's not worth it? I imagine Humane is a lot of volunteers. Hopefully, the government have announced things in the past week that look to support businesses. Yet to be seen how effective they are. Yeah, that's what I've heard. At least here in Canada, they've announced a lot of money to help support businesses because, admittedly, a lot of people are getting absolutely fucked around. So I don't know how that's distributed. I don't know how effective it is. I have no doubt it's going to be difficult because that's a huge fucking rollout. This country's really big, let alone other countries that can be bigger. Not in terms of land. In terms of land, only Russia can be bigger. I will be playing the SCU next week, most likely. Hey, good to hear. It's been a while, dude. We work a little less, like half this coming week. I'll be working from home. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's good. Work from home. I don't know if anyone feels that way too, but in terms of like working from home, whether everybody's gonna, I don't know. Is there gonna be this realization that, wait a second, for people who work in like tech industries or whatever, we can work from home all the time. And admittedly, maybe they don't want to work from home once this all rolls over, but I don't know, it's possible that everyone's like in on it because they see it works. Toba, what's up? How you doing? How's Sunday? How's Sunday? Deck list of the week is interesting. It's Melon Express. I actually really wanted to make a Ken Tenma deck recently because Public Terminal seems pretty cool. We got a lot of good run events recently. Specifically, we got Bravado, which if you can discount the cost, it's like really easy money. Now, I think my deck list would have been a bit different. It's surprising that this deck list does actually spend 17 influence, but it does figure it out. Cards like 2x Corroder is interesting. It's actually pretty good because this deck doesn't have Amakua, so if you lose your Corroder, you're kind of locked out. It does have Boomerang though. Cuban's a fun card. We can't really recur it, so the value of this is a bit dubious. If they overinstall their ice, at least it's kind of like a Parasite or a Hippo or whatever, but you know. Also, the run events we have are interesting. Like, I really love run events in Ken, like Inside Job, like Spearfishing, because it means that you can always contest the remote pretty easily. This one doesn't have it. It has more like the more economy-based ones, like Bravado, Deuces Wild, Dirty Laundry. Deuces Wild isn't a run event, mind you, so you can't actually discount this cost of Public Terminal or get the Ken credit. We have Doof, which is fine. You get money off of this eventually. Embezzle is kind of a hard card to land sometimes. I've been cutting this out of my deck more and more, and Legwork is cool, but I'm actually surprised that there's not more run events that get value. Like, I really would love to see more Inside Jobs. Swift is our console, which I think honestly might make sense. I think the way that I want to do Ken a bit more would be maybe even considering, instead of playing Swift, which does sound crazy, maybe play Masterwork. Yeah, this probably sounds crazy now that I thought about it. And then play a couple pieces of hardware like Q Prognostic Q Loop, just so we can also play with so many events, let alone the safety with Q Prognostic Loop. Probably play Oracle May, because I haven't tried Q Prognostic Oracle May in enough criminal decks, and I think it sounds actually pretty great. People taking time off, which hits me since I'm all around now. How now volunteers too many people to train in a short time, so it's been rough to say the least. Woof. Rough. Sorry to hear. Sunday's good. Hope everything's good with you. Yeah, it's been alright. I like the idea of Ken with D99 and Boomerang and flip switch to charge the district. How much influence is Wanton? Wanton seems to be 4. I was surprised it's 4. But like, we're not actually doing that many run events in this deck, which is really weird considering our economy is like based off of it. I would think we could put more in. Like, that's what I'd rather see, is like, instead of Cubon, we splash on weird run events. I wonder what the weird run events are. Like, what is worth splashing? We also have no real, I guess, I don't know whether acid spam is an issue, but let's talk about run events. Let's just do full cards to see like if we could build Ken, what we'd put in. Ubi, what's up? Sunday morning stream, Pog. Inside Job, always a good card. Mob, because you'll be running and accessing, that's influence though. Yeah, we could do that. I could see Mob being good. I feel like in a deck, it's like really hard if you're playing Ken with this many run events not to play Swift. And at the end of the day though, it's like, I don't know if we use this click that well. Like, a lot of times on that click, if our turn's awkward, and we have no card draw, mind you, in this deck besides Deuces Wild, we'll just be drawing or clicking for a credit. So something that does that, like, it would be comparable. I just don't think we can do a 5-click turn that well. I guess that helps with Biroids and MCA. Yo, New Obj, what's up? Yeah, bonus stream. We're going to be doing a couple. Divide and Conquer. Divide and Conquer is, I think, only good if you're running Turning Wheel, and we're not. So I think, Jessica, you mentioned Because I Can. So Because I Can is fun. Unfortunately, we also want run events that do cost money, just so Public Terminal gets some work. Bravado is great. CBI Raid still exists. It's an interesting card, but it's bad with Embezzle, right? What else do we have? Wow, not a lot. Deep data mining doesn't exist anymore. Demo run doesn't exist either. Diana's Hunt, not very good. Honestly, direct access might be worth playing in a deck like this. It shuffles your deck, which really doesn't matter for our deck. We don't have Paragon or even Class Act, so we're not filtering our card draw. And this ability, it actually turns off our credit if I'm not mistaken. That's a bit of a bummer. Divide and Conquer is okay. Early Bird can actually gain us a click, which is cute, but we can't use it that well. It's a shame Escher rotated. But again, it is a lot of influence. Cutlery, if you could play some recursion, yeah, Cutlery is actually pretty good in anybody. Oh boy, High Stakes Job honestly might be worth playing in a deck like this. I'm aware it has a huge upfront cost, but we generally make 7 credits off of this with Ken, plus your like maybe 2 public terminals. That's a 9 credit card. It is a bit conditional based off of unresed ice, and we are running a bit aggressive, so this might be a bit dead later in the game, but definitely seems okay. Information sifting is probably worse than legwork in a modern meta without CI. And I don't know what else. Lean and mean doesn't really make sense. But this text is technically always relevant because we are always going to have 3 icebreakers. Oh no. Yeah, all icebreakers. So the Q-Bond doesn't work. Leave No Trace. That's a card that I think is worth playing. I think this card is super underrated. We can play it to make a credit. Like, we can actually make money off of this, if not play it for free. It seems really, really, really cool. And I feel, wow, there's a lot of run events. Yo, what's up, Parallel? Yeah, Sunday streams for sure. We're going to be streaming a bit more often because, you know, I'm kind of at home. Blackmail is such a fun card, /S. Yo, what's up, Andre? How you doing? Maddie, you're getting a lot of bless yous in chat. Maddie's sneezing away over there. Bless you, bless you. Direct access is okay. I'm not excited in most criminal decks because with Paragon and Class Act, I don't love shuffling my deck too much. A lot of times, you know, you're doing good and putting your unique cards on the bottom of the deck you already have. I do agree information sifting is fun. I no longer have any bunny for my profile pic anymore, and I miss it. What do you mean? Awesome, hope you're doing well. Hey, Parallel, you as well. Hopefully you're inside and doing okay. What else do we got? A lot of these cost 0. Pushing the envelope isn't good. Retrieval Run, this still exists, right? Yeah, I think it does. And if you play Femme Fatale, but it's a bit niche because we don't have a lot of card draw. So getting Femme Fatales in the bin can be a bit hairy, but not the worst. And Rip Deal. Honestly, Rip Deal is really cool. A deck like this probably could play Rip Deal at low cost. We do put a lot of HQ pressure on, and we're criminal, so you know it's harder in in criminal faction to get into HQ, which makes this card a bit of a bummer because you know they're already protecting against so many other things. Now this is another really good combo if you're playing Turning Wheel or HQ Interface. If you play this with Turning Wheel, you can basically return 5 cards from your heap to your hand, and when you can use Public Terminal every turn to make sure those cards get more money, it's really, really, really strong. Ubi's also mentioning Rip Deal plus Gauntlet, which is totally another way to do it. I don't know if I love Gauntlet. I think Turning Wheel, like, it's just so good, and then we could play, like, maybe this is, you know, not exciting, because we're just doing, you know, the classic stuff, but we could also play that one where you access all 3 centrals. Run Amok is a lot of influence, but it's okay. And I love Spearfishing. Spearfishing's fine. Inside Job's better, but Spearfishing's not bad. But we're going Maker's Eyes. Run Amok is great fun when you don't have to pay 3 for it. Yeah, right? Wanton is 4, unfortunately, but we do get so much value. If you've never played Swift with Wanton Destruction, you are missing out because you can mill, I think, what, 4 cards usually? It's pretty great. It's pretty good. But yeah, this is where we are. This is the deck list of the week, so we're gonna give it a shot. Restricted card is Film Critic, which, you know, it's fine. It's a 1 cost run. It's a good card right now in the meta. I think actually this card got a lot better with Bologna being printed and Bologna being wildly playable. We do have Caddy too for slow economy because a lot of our economy is based on interaction. If we can't interact, it's gonna be difficult. 1x Wanted could be game changing. Drop Corroder. I feel like the good thing about Corroder is that it's good. Like, it is pretty good at breaking things cheaply. Like, this is one of the better fractors in the game, barring Paperclip, which is another restricted card, which also we could consider in this deck. The thing about our deck is, like, so much of our economy is tied into running. So being able to drop something for 2 credits and being able to interact quickly is really important for us to get money. So I see why we have a pretty good fractor. Play Tycoon. I don't want to give him money. This deck doesn't even have pad tab, right? Please no Gauntlet. I like the Rip Deal though. Yeah, Rip Deal seems cute. Yo, it's Ken. I always like Ken, but never had any success. Yeah, Ken has 17 influence, and like I don't feel like we're stretching our 17 influence to do anything really cool. Like there's 2 ways to play with 17 influence, the way I see it. One of them is to just have a lot of good stuff, but the other is, in theory, it allows for like busted combos. It was like that. Yeah, obviously custom biotics didn't really do it, but the idea with custom biotics is like, oh, I can build a deck that runs psychographics and mid-season replacement and, you know, some other stuff, and like that was cool and fun, and you can only do it. I don't think anyone I've seen compellingly, whether or not it deals with the run event thing, criminal needing 17 influence to play some busted combo, but I don't think a lot of people have been hunting for that, so who knows. Yo, Cody, what's up? How you doing? Aaron, also streaming on Sunday. Were you raised in a godless household? Yo, it's noon. I think it's good. I think you can go to mass at like 9. It's been I don't know, like 20 years since that's mattered. Silver linings of lockdown, so much content. Yeah, right? That's a good way to think of it. I mean, if we can't get weird playing with Gauntlet because I can't on Sunday afternoon, things are very disappointing. We're going to start here. I have no doubt we're going to play weirder stuff, but like, that's the other thing though, and I've said this so many times, and this is where, like, fuck. Classically, I feel like I've enjoyed playing strange decks so much. It was like so formative in me playing Netrunner for such a long time, and we've been coming away from that a bit. And there's still this issue with weird cards, is that for a card to be like not on meta, not efficient, and for me to still be excited about it, the card has to deliver something that's exciting and new and wild. And if I'm going to pay 5 influence to get 2 MU, and then this ability, which is by far not bad, in fact pretty good at 1 influence in people that can have the money, like the weird jank has to be like super wild and interesting. And like, I'd rather play Maw than Gauntlet, because Maw does an ability that nothing else does. Well, Gauntlet is just like, oh, you have like an HQ interface, I guess, but it's your console slot. So, you know, Blackguard. Yo, how busted is Blackguard in like big format? In like the format, like when you credit cutting this down for like, what's the math? 3 credits? And then 419 forces a res potentially on every expose in Eternal. Is this absurd? This seems really good. I got a package coming today or tomorrow, 60 pounds of Star Wars sealed Destiny, and a pump for it, like 1/4 price on all booster boxes. So 5x boxes for expansion. Holy shit, that sounds really good. Destiny. Oh, Destiny's the dice one, yeah. Gauntlet's is interesting because the corp can choose to ice HQ more, but gives you more accesses. Yeah, sure, I see it. But also, like, a lot of those times now, we're paying more money to get those accesses. So, like, is it not just better in those sort of decks anyways to play, like, what's it called? Sneak Door Beta? Like, I know we can't play run events with Sneak Door Beta, but a lot of run events don't care how many cards you're accessing, minus Rip Deal. I think that's the only run event. Oh, and I guess Demo Run, but that doesn't exist anymore. But, like, if they're icing up HQ, and then we're spending, like, 9 credits to get 2 access as opposed to paying, like, 3 credits to get 1, a lot of times I'd rather play 3 to do 1 and then just do it twice. I'm aware the accesses aren't good. Gauntlet's coupons to use the mem, Gabe. Yeah, exactly. I think there's definitely a lot of ways to do it. Man, it's just going to be hard for me to be excited about Gauntlet. This is a weird deck. Let's try it. Melon Express. Doesn't like Amakua. This is actually really cool text to read, because I've been struggling with decks that I put 3 Amakua in and then expect to only play those, and then I don't play like special orders, so I never find anything else. Oh, that's a court. Is Destiny cards? Yeah, Destiny is cards plus dice. I actually organized, well, not organized, but I ran a Destiny tournament. That's how they spell melon, so Milan. I ran a Destiny tournament, what's his name? Ken Express Tenma, many moons ago. And I also ran a Star Wars X-Wing tournament once. Benoit asked, he's like, hey, we're running a tournament at this like community center for Randolph. Can you come in and run it? I'm like, I don't know the games. He's like, it's okay. Rules questions will crowdsource or whatever. But can you just be there, take pairings, do all that sort of stuff? And so I ended up running a couple of tournaments for games I don't even know how they fucking work. But people are really nice. Benoit didn't want to run it because he was playing Destiny. I think he did pretty well too. Running. Ken is the coolest runner? Yeah, Ken is pretty cool. I see you tested my 419 list. Yeah, Cody, we did last week. I like it. I was surprised by how good the Muertoses are. I really was. We almost Muertos. I did fuck up, and I almost Muertos a 9 credit Tithonium. but I didn't draw first, and then I ran HQ. How many JNet decks do you have? Clean up your library? Yeah, we probably should, but the issue is like I always look at my JNet library like it's some sort of archive, and so I can dig up old decks. Ooh, the outfit. All right, opening hand. We have a terminal. We don't have a run event, but we could get it. Hey. We could get it. Film Critic is actually pretty good in this matchup if they're jamming the 5-3 CityWorks project that gives us damage. But we generally want to open up with big money, like a sure gamble, something like that. We're pretty safe to say that usually they're on hard-hitting news or punitive or any way to capitalize credit differential. Oh, cheers. To differentiate credit differentials. So having good econ early is really important. Having a corroder is also pretty good. A lot of times they will jam behind barriers. Omina is a bit expensive when we're trying to keep our credits up against the outfit. So that's a bit of a bummer, but there's no way really around it. We have no way to cheat this out. We could definitely do worse than this. I think we'll keep, but I think a gamble in our opening hand would be way better. I don't think we can run for a couple turns. But we do put the pressure on HQ where they get diversioned if they don't ice it up. Who's a sharper dresser, Ken or Nero? I would honestly say Nero, just because Ken didn't really... Well, Ken made a choice, because Ken has the standard outfit and then put something on top of it, which is really impactful for being a clone. Fuck, they have 18 credits. How the hell are we going to run? But Nero did his own shit. And that seems good. Oh, we have the gamble. That's good. Jessica says Nero, that suit. Yeah, Nero's suit in the alt art, I think, kind of looks a bit cooler. All right, this is Blubbery Diesel. Blubbery Diesel, I don't actually know what this card does. Look at top 2 cards of stack, add 1, then draw 2. No. I'm going to say no. And I guess we'll just put this down. We didn't get our credit a turn, which is a bummer, but next turn we can make, what, 5 off of Laundry? Seems good. Oh, no, a CV cough? How's it going, Ravi? No, this is good. This is a fine. That's an elegant cough. That's a fine cough. And we have Boomerang for the remote largely. Cool thing about Boomerang is we pay 2 and hopefully they spend a bit more on this. We might end up trashing. I can imagine this being even like a reversed accounts, something really fucking obnoxious. At this point, we're kind of going to be going in for a penny, in for a pound. The fact that we didn't draw a diversion or embezzle is like really rough. That obviously been good. This also sucks if this has 3 subroutines because then we won't get our money. It's a border control. Oh fuck, they can end our run. And we also lose the Boomerang. Well, at least then they don't have a server. It's probably not good for them to end the run, but it's going to be bad. This is going to be bad. They could bounce this, and then they don't have a remote. But we also lose 5 credits in access. Oh, thank the Lord. It's a Rikoko. I feel like we have to trash that. That also means that they're on dedication, which means that they can do some pretty strong kill plays. We also have the Crowder for that, which is good. And I think we're just going to credit up, so we're at 9. We could be down at 5 really easily if they hit us with Econ Warfare, but they only have 4 cards in hand, so it can be pretty rough. Nero's key to me really realizing I'm transgender. Representation is so important. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. They didn't punish us that turn. Let's get another run event. Crowder run? It could be SDS. We did do Corroder or Film Critic run. This looks like an Atlas if I've ever seen one. This is only so we don't have to deal with the SDS. They could end the run here, but then they don't have a remote, and that's fine. We're accessing with only 4 credits, like we could be doomed. Original booster boxes were 110 USD, and now I can find some at lowest 120. All right, cool. So we traded border control for probably an Atlas with 3 counters, which is, you know, going to be an issue. Or Broad Daylight or some shit. Oh, SSL. Oh, fuck me. Oh, we would have Film Critic that. All right, so we don't have any economy. We really win just fuck. Just a diversion would have been sweet. We're going to go get our values worth. Here we could hit a snare. I think we're going to go HQ and just see a bit about what they're holding. Even finding out what ice they have in hand is good. TBTF. Okay, so they could definitely get money if they don't take their SSL credits. It looks like they took the SSL credits, so we don't have to worry about the TBTF. And our money is holding up. Now, we just want a modicum of card draw here. Hostile going to give us a bad pub, which if they don't have ice, we can't really use, but at least we can trash their shit. And they're now on game point. Draw. Bravado's useless. Draw. I guess we're Maker's Eyeing. Gain 1 credit, see 3 cards. Seems good. And this will lock them. Seeing multiple cards of film critic can be awkward though. Econ Warfare? Oh, okay, great. Tossle Chick, no. Merumati, we have an answer to that. So, they can definitely bury us, so in the safety of everything, I'm gonna just take a credit. We actually might want to get Caddy down. Because, well actually I don't think it's gonna be a long enough game for that to matter. Alright. Do they have it? They just drew a Merumati, so the top 3 cards of R&D are gone, and they just iced HQ with assumedly a Merumati. So let's find another Maker's Eye. Yeah, okay. I'm not even gonna think, we're just gonna do. And eventually we want a Bravado HQ, and it looks like they don't have punishment. That's a Dedi ceremony. It's good to know. That's an SSL. We will host that so they don't get the credits, and it's a Cortex lock. Whoa! Okay, good to know. All right. Yeah, Caddy does seem way too slow in this matchup. So they just drew, I forget what it was, a Dedi ceremony, dedication. I'm assuming they have a second in their hand if they just jam their Rococo like that. And then on top of the deck, they have a Cortex lock, which we don't have an answer to. We don't, so that's fine. They just drew the Cortex lock? Marimati's been around more than the past couple of days that I've seen years. Really? Why do you think that is? I feel like Afshar just kind of took that slot of like cool HQ ice. Yo, Mark Andre, what's up? Good games last night. I gotta talk about, we played Arkham last night with social distancing on Tabletop Simulator, and it was buck wild. I think we're actually just gonna draw once and then Bravado HQ. We don't need to gamble first. Okay, so we start with 9 credits. We'll run HQ. We can actually get an Axis here. A Diversion would be pretty okay. They have a lot of money. And this doesn't care if the run's successful. So basically here we're going to pay 2 credits for an Axis because we do have Bad Pub. Easy game, my man. Just ripped the Maker's Eyes. Yo, shit's good. We got 3 of them. Archive Memories. That's scary. That probably means Punitive. It could also mean Boom, because Boom is obviously trashable. We have another Bravado, so we want to basically find our Begalter or whatever. We're just going to get money now, so we don't have to worry about that play. They can still do some scary stuff. Played Gloomhaven for like 6 hours on TDS. It was glorious. Yeah. Too many entrees in here. So last night we tried to play Arkham. We normally meet with group to play Arkham. A lot of guys here in Montreal who also play Netrunner. And we were like, we got to do this online. And Tabletop Simulator, I don't know what the market looks like. It looks a bit like a gray market, but the top rated mod on the workshop, on Steam Workshop for Tabletop Simulator is for Arkham, and it's so good. Like, everything's automated. You press this button, encounter card. You press this button, token. You press this button, it adds credits. It's like dope. It's so good. But we couldn't get a connection because one of our players, I'm pretty sure it's one of our players, has just like a potato of an internet, and they just can't get their connection to work. I guess we're just gonna go for value here. They're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. So we couldn't do it. It kept just DCing and then shutting down the whole server for some reason. So what we ended up doing is we had one player open the game up on Tabletop Simulator to set up the board, and then they screencast their computer, their screen, and then we all just played on voice chat with our physical decks in front of us. And it worked elegantly. Like, everyone's just playing cards, saying what they're doing, and then if they move or fight enemies or pull in counterpart or tokens, the person, basically the DM running the game on what's it called? On Tabletop Simulator would do everything. 9 out of 10. Recommend it. I wish that we had a better frame rate on our capture, but like, it was pretty good. Yo, Fleece, what's up? Goten, how you doing? Welcome. Sell the other Corrodor and both Ominas to null the Cortex lock. It's a bit expensive, but yeah, we're on that path. They're gonna get back their Rococo. Oh, it's a border control. That doesn't seem particularly good. Yeah, we could, right? But we have like 3 cards in 24 that will 1 in 8 chance. All right, so we need to get through this server. It's a border control into something and whatever. We probably need to get the Amina down. I think we are going to doof just because it's value, but we'll draw first at least. Oh, we can do Cubon doof. Yeah, that seems good. Eventually getting the Cubon, even the Cubon helps with Cortex Lock. Putting the Cubon in Cortex Lock and going through for free seems good. This also makes us now, what? This is a 7 credit play? Fucking value. And we know they have, I guess they use their archive memory, so we got to figure out what to embezzle. This is not actually that good of a play, I don't think. Because like, their money is good, our money is good. Diversion doesn't really matter. I feel like we just kind of did what we thought. Like, we probably should just be drawing for Cortex Lock. Yo, Rob, what's up? Congrats on the pretty good SC finish, man. We're just playing whatever we find on Netrunner DB. Hey, we ate a Marimati. I've heard a lot of good things about Arkham. I haven't played myself. It's really easy to check. Andre will talk for hours about Arkham if we left him. That is true. They fucking archive memories back the same Marimati. Assumedly, it could be a bluff on HQ. Just get rid of the Cubon. That's a hippo if I've ever seen one. All right, we don't know anything about HQ. We could run and lose. I'm actually going to play Amina just so that we don't lose it to maybe damage here. It makes the Cortex Lock a bit worse. And then once we get info, we can embezzle for value. We're going to actually pay for the 2 credits for this just so we can get 1 hit from embezzle. I think we only know dedication ceremony. I think we call event no matter what. They can't trash Marimati and then play archive memories to get it back. Can't trash Nice, I will. Oh, they didn't. Oh, wait. I didn't even realize they did that. Oh, hey. You need to install ice on that server to trash. Yeah, you're totally right. So when you want to trash ice, you have to put ice in front of the server. Right? Like if you install an ice as the outermost, you don't want to pay the extra credit, you can wipe any amount of ice in the server. You can't just wipe ice at will. Yeah, that's a very good catch. Thank you. I'm the most consistent second place player on the East Coast before trashing. Yeah. So trashing ice isn't an ability corps have. They can only do it when installing other ice on the server. Miniatures for Gloom. Isn't Gloom the card game with the transparent cards? Yeah, people, no, there's miniatures in it. I might have to try it out. Been busy with making some paintings, some miniatures for Gloom, but I'll check it out. I think it means Gloomhaven, Andre. Oh, I see. Yeah, the Gloom is a game with transparent cards. You can only do it when it's, yeah, I'm just repeating myself. Yeah. All good. Oh. I guess we win next turn? I guess we embezzle? I don't think they can win, so we're just gonna hit event here. So this is 2 clicks to take it off, which we can't do, so we're just gonna try and buy 1 click here. This is actually maybe a mistake. We're not worse at punitive at 3 cards than 4 cards, and we're gonna call operation anyways. Oh! We hit Dedi Ceremony, Dedicary Ceremony, gain 8. Good game. Alright, they did not punish us. The Econ warfared us. Hey, cheers. Me too. But that was largely it. Yeah, that was pretty brutal. I feel like, I don't know, should they have stuffed our dirty laundry with the what's it called, the boarding control? They didn't see that we had the Croter in hand, so it seemed like keeping it was definitely good. But it would have kept us down 5 credits, like, yeah, 5 credits, and we wouldn't have got the Axis, which we did end up trashing for 4 credits anyways, so it's a bit about even, but I don't know what they could have done with this. Deadly Ceremony seems really strange for Reconstruction Contract. If you're not running like red level clearance or not 5/3s basically, because it's hard to like 5/3 these out. But hey, we ended up with more money than them. This deck did exactly what it said on the tin. I think exactly like we thought on the tin. We did not have enough card draw to keep up. Even just like a Dream Net in this deck would be pretty sweet. Not that we have the 2 link or the digital subtype, but like just being able to interact and get a free card draw back. That's also a reason where like maybe a better console in this deck. And that's the thing, right? Like we talked about this. Like Swift is cool if you have a way to capitalize on the click gain. It's also just like a cheap console, so like it's not even worth considering that much about. Sometimes it's just easy to get this into your deck. You kind of got a nutty draw. I think this deck always draws nutty. I think this deck is just pressure. So, but yeah, it was definitely a good draw. So like we can't use the clicks from this well. It works well with Apocalypse. It works well with recursion cards for events. It works well with Wanted Destruction. But like what's the chance that in the mid to late game that click compression we get is even better if we play like something like Daredevil, which I'm aware is very, very fucking expensive. But it's also 1 influence, and then we could run the remote with a run event, which some of our run events are good if they have 2 ice. I guess like only Bravado. And then we get card draw from it. Like that's the thing is about the click compression from Swift. Is it better than anything else? I guess we have Caddy, which is kind of slow on clicks, so I don't know. But Daredevil's a good card. That's the thing, is like Swift is meant to be there for click compression, but like if we can't use our clicks that well, like it's not worth much. Like this is the actually, if this card was available, like this is the kind of deck that maybe wants U-backs, which this card doesn't exist anymore. But like we'd be fine with this. This would be a fine console for the deck because that's all we want. We could also just play Oracle May and say event every turn. Raven Tag, Border Control, and Nisei, it saves influence. Yeah, you're right. It's really good with that stuff, but we actually don't have a lot of tech that deals with that. Like if we're worried about Raven Tags, we could always play Citadel Sanctuary if we really wanted to. We could also play, you know, Hunting Ground, stuff like that for sure. Border Control and Nisei, you're right, but we are criminal, so we could also play like, you know, and sure, it does do a lot of things at once, but we could always play whatever that card is called, Stick to the Plan or something. That doesn't sound right. Always have a backup plan. You could play that. You could play the HQ running card, the Lucky Charm. You know, there's a lot of other stuff. Oracle May doesn't increase card draw though, just econ. Oh yeah, you're true. Yeah, you're totally true. That doesn't actually matter anything. Crimin Gen was almost unplayable against Mati. Yeah, it was really hard. Yo, Cody, I think you were the only player I saw consistently play U-backs. Oh, do you want to also like totally? Oh, it'll also be good against this. Oh, that run event that we're not playing, the one influence neutral one, is also good against this deck. One thing that what's that called? What the fuck is that card called? There's one card that I've seen nobody play, and I actually think it might be worth playing. Nobody plays this, so like nobody considers it, from my understanding. But like it doesn't seem the worst. Planned Assault seems like an okay card. Like, Planned Assault is actually pretty good right now when it comes to Siphon, because you don't pay 3 clicks for Siphon, you still pay 2 clicks for Siphon. But this also gives you the ability to find your Maker's Eyes, to find your Bravados. And sure, none of those cards are amazing when you're paying 2 credits as a premium for it. But like, if you have a lot of cool toolbox run events, especially in a Ken deck, this card actually seems really nice. And the not paying additional costs is very much worth thinking about. Works well with Swift too. Yeah, exactly. Swift gets it back. I like that a fair bit. We're playing against Replicating Perfection, so it could be asset spam, but we have to make a lot of runs. We have Begalter early, which is good. This hand is fine. It's not amazing. The early Boomerang is good if we need to take down, what's it called? That plant that makes money. Maybe Caddy's good enough. We can keep this. We could do way worse than this, I guess. Sundew, yeah, that's the one. So I don't know, I haven't played against a lot of RP in a while. Acid Spam RP was like pretty hot recently. I imagine Glacier RP is probably still pretty good. There you go. Do we just Boomerang that? Yeah, probably. We need to trash this at all costs. All right, don't hit a snare. We could just run Archives if we were really scared of snare. Fuck! Well, at least if they fire this, they can't res the fucking Sundew, but losing a Begalter is disastrous. Oh, they didn't do it. Nice. Nice. Best outcome. Tempo RP got hit so hard by runners tech for Gag and CTM. Oh, you think so? The acid spam stuff? I could buy it. So they have some shock in there. They have some spice, some knives. But you really need to trash this down ASAP. And we didn't even use our Sundew, which is good, because we can still contest that remote. Was just about to ask you to move your face. I feel like we've got better at that, but if anything on the stream isn't clear, whether it's card text or the fact that I do something stupid, like put our camera there, just let me know and I'll fix it. All right, so what can we have to deal with this? Dirty Laundries, which would be cute. This actually will help with the matchup because it just gives us more tempo. What could these be? Rashida. We also don't know if they're restricted card. Maybe they're bioethics. Maybe they are trying to kill us. Not having the Boomerang here is a bit worse. I think we might just like hit Caddy, which is a bit slow and shitty, but we gotta play with our hand, I guess. With 5 credits, like siphoning is also kind of rough because they could just res stuff and then, oh, not only would they get a Mamba value, but they could duck the siphon a wee bit. Feels bad. Yo, Pink, what's up? Weekend stream. Yeah, totally. How you doing? I think it's been a while since you've been in chat. So DBS, huge card, definitely worth trashing. We can't really bravado it because it's not ice, but Dirty Laundry on it would be kind of clutch. This controls what's in HQ. We don't have that much HQ pressure. We actually have more R&D pressure. And I'm pretty sure this is the kind of deck that is an asset spam deck based off of these two cards. So this is a restricted card, so we don't really have to worry about bioethics. But more importantly, they're almost definitely we're playing Flower Sermon with their win condition card, Political Dealings. So I have to deal with all of that. Oh, thanks, always good to catch you. Hey, glad to hear. Something wrong with your stream, no cat on the chair. Yeah, big oof at DBS and Mamba. Yeah, feels bad. Actually, she's just right below. She's crawling around a bit. Okay, all right. So if we run, they get DBS value. We might actually want to just draw into a laundry and then run archives, trash the dibs, and then we could, I guess, caddy. We could do run, caddy. It's our whole turn though. I guess we can draw once for laundry. No, it's not very good. Oh, she just passed through. A lot of their ice in this asset spam deck, it's like Envelope. Kakugo doesn't usually make the cut. Cortex Lock is like a real threat. I think this doesn't actually matter until they install other stuff. I think we want to set up. Tour guide's also an issue. We don't have a good way to deal with tour guide. Going 10 to 0 is really bad. Whatever. At least I did nice archives. Yeah, the crick will come out soon enough, right? So what's good in this matchup? If you don't have strong asset hate plans, just like getting out Rozeki's turn 1 is usually enough to help you trash things. Because they don't pressure in too many ways. They only pressure kind of horizontally. Oh. So what can they res for 5 credits as long as we trash the Mamba first? We can also siphon here. Trapped on a cruise ship. Very excited to be able to stream you. I haven't come in a week. Celebrity Eclipse, baby. Holy shit. What's a cruise ship life like? Fucking Sundew. We just siphon this, right? Because they use their Mamba Temple. We just siphon this around the remote. What did we die to? Cortex Lock wipes our whole hand. That's bad. But if we pass this, we get money. What is this? Oh, it is a Cortex Lock. Oops. Alright, we lost one Bagalter. Hey, Nanico, what are you doing? Pass ice and continue. Alright. Could be worse. At least they won't be able to res anything and we can trash 2 of these. Successful run. We got our 2 credits from Cortex Lock. We did lose a Bagalter. We were considering installing that last turn. We didn't. So we're just going to try and keep this stuff down. So Sundew has to go down, and probably the Mamba Temple has to go down because their economy is kind of in the pits. Lamau got him. Shouldn't you have taken more net? Well played. Thank you. We should have taken 3 because of Cuban is installed. This actually takes up MU. It's easy to forget because it's on the other side of the table. So now we have 2 draws to get through Cortex. It's really hard for us to fill our memory because our Omnas are incredibly expensive. Yeah, David, what's that like? What's Trapped on a Cruise Ship sound like? Is it nice? It sounds not nice. Aniko is like right behind this monitor. You're not ever going to be able to see her. They have to click for credits now. We also, I'm imagining they're on like Maryland's and Jeeves. Just because Jeeves is really good. I know a lot of more decks are actually paying influence for Jeeves now, but Jeeves is good. This would also be sweet if we kept the Cuban to be able to like Cuban R&D and start running because they can't res anything. Oh, we have special order for Cortex Lock. Whoa, that's actually really strong. This could be Rashida, which would actually be disastrous. So I'm gonna run R&D, they Campfire Snare, and then we'll run Server 4, and then we'll click Caddy. We need to trash Rashida at all costs. Stuffing the Doof with an ETR might have been worse. Yeah, stuffing the Doof with the ETR would be way worse. Yo, what's up, Terrence? How you doing? That's a Rashida on top. Yeah, we trashed those. We have 3, so we can trash also a Temple. Yeah, we'll trash those. All right. This deck also a lot of times doesn't run too much recursion. So we're down 2 Temples, 2 Sundews, and a Rashida, which is a pretty good start. But their draw is very good with DBS. I think our caddy is actually going to serve us well. Yo, what's up, Jangdavis? Surprise stream, yeah. Hopefully your Sunday's going okay. If they res an envelope here, yeah, it would have been worse for us. Okay, server 1, server 5. What can they res for 2 credits? Another Cortex lock. It's a risk. So this is actually scary if this is a Cortex lock. But I guess we want to check what that is. Oh, that's actually pretty good. We do die to Cortex lock though on every server if we bravado. I feel like we might have to just let this go. Next turn we can take this and then bravado R&D, and then Cortex lock only is 2 damage. Friends night places. Oh, that would be a bit bad. So Rashida here would be bad. It looks like no Rashids, no Maryland res either. They can't advance an agenda. I don't think they'd be on shipment from Tenon, would they? Here, let me show you something. So I have these like accent lights that they light the wall behind me, which admittedly is pretty stupid, but hey, I spent my money on it. And Nanako is like just right behind the stream the whole time now, and because I think she likes that really warm light that's on the wall. It's kind of great. Okay, 4 credits. Do we have another Bagalter? If so, we should grab it soon. Yeah, I imagine we want to just set up our breakers. Like, I think we just take this, we do special order for Corroder, special order for Bagalter, and then the only thing we can't deal with is Thimble Rig, which is really hard for us because we need to play an Amina, which is a bit expensive. They could score an agenda here. All right, good to go. Even if we want a Cortex lock to fire, it's just 1 damage. Cute cat. Yeah, thank you. It's totally not my cat. I believe, so pretty sure he said he had another. Yeah, we have another one. Team cat wins again. I'm actually on Team Dog for what it's worth. I want everyone to know that, just so that I'm not misrepresented in the media. Maddie says that's extremely lewd, mostly because the cat can hear me, but Nanako and I are pretty cool. If I bravado into Cortex lock is the most bravado thing Crim can do. Hey guys, watch this. Ooh, sub gift. They're going to show us probably their whole hand, go up to, what, 11 credits? It's pretty good. Medical Breakthrough, Nisei, Snare, Engram. Engram's also a card we need to play around. That makes the snares make a bit more sense. We don't have any on-encounter avoidance. We don't have Hunting Grounds, which is pretty clutch against Engram Flash. But they have breakthroughs, which they want us to get. They have a Nisei, which is, I did not think their deck would have, which is honestly good news because this seems a lot worse than their deck. They might actually be more of a Glacier deck than we think they are. And so it looks like that's an Engram Flush, which is a real threat. Amina does eventually deal with it, but hey, they're not doing anything. We're not doing anything. We actually might want to run server 1. But now they have like fucking DNA tracker money, and I don't know what their deck is anymore. Yellow swag. How bad could this be? We have exactly enough money to deal with the Cortex. Engram Flush will be fine. Like, what are they going to call? We have 1 of each card. It can't be that bad. This into Snare is lethal, but they only have 1 more Snare in their deck if they have it. Oh, hey, that's money. Oh, it's a crick. Motherfucker. Do we run server 1? I always prefer medical research fundraiser over celeb gift. I just don't like giving the runner that info. I don't like only certain decks. I like medical research. I wouldn't like it on this deck because a lot of it is just about having enough money to trash assets. But I do agree with you abstractly. I don't like playing celeb gift that much. We don't die to Anansi. They have 1 snare in archives and 2 in HQ. Wait, did they show us 2 snares? Oh fuck yeah, you're right. They do. They showed us 2 snares. Wow, HQ's scary. Thank you. I thought they only showed us 1. John says I agree with you, Pink. Yeah, I do agree with you. This is a medical research fundraiser, right? Oh, it's a Mamba? Cool. It's a crick. I guess we boomerang that. So what the fuck is this? Breach Dome? Celebrity gift can lead to really fun plays. A friend showed me 2 oboes. IA next turn. Sub install class act. He scored viral weaponization. Oh, that's mean. Yeah, we'll shuffle that. Shuffling our deck doesn't matter too much. So we know this can't be a snare. What is this? Trashing the DBS here would be pretty good too. Well, maybe doing caddy is better than this. It's a Jeeves. Yeah, we have a bravado. We can trash Jeeves. So Jeeves is really important so they can like never advance a Nisei. So they can install a Nisei and say go. Yeah, DBS I think was better, Rob. I think you're right. All my years counting cards in Reno paid off. Icing, that's a crick on archives. Maker's Eye is also a bit better against the deck if you keep letting DBS fire. It's the final Sundew. So basically if we fire Sundew, they get to install a card into a remote server. I think it's really important they don't have this. But they're going to be on 9 credits regardless of what we do. I guess we bravado R&D. They can res a Cortex Lock here. They can res so many things here that would actually be pretty bad to us. We actually died to Anansi here because we don't have 2 credits to draw a card. I fucked that up. But they're not resing. That's super weird. Oh, it's a political dealings. Can't trash it. But that's how they win. I guess we'll run server 1 and then maybe either trash DBS or spend a click with caddy. We probably have to trash whatever crick comes out. It's fine. I guess they'll crick out the Jeeves, which is annoying. So we did spend 5 to trash that. Bravado HQ? Oh, we know it's an Engram Flush, which is abstractly problematic. Ooh, there is a wraparound. That's a cool card in the meta. I respect that card. Yo, what's up, Jester? Yeah, Sunday stream for real. I mean, Celeb Gift really sucks to play a lot of the time, like when the HQ is pretty safe, no location of all snares, they drop their gen to sweep their hands. Yeah, it's rough. It's a good card though when you're at low credits. Aye, GMT friendly streams. What up, Andre? What are we playing? Oh, we're just playing the deck list of the week now. We're gonna be playing some decks on Netrunner DB. Just kind of hanging out today. Yeah, the Jeeves comes back, so you know that's awkward. At least our money's awkward. Oh, fuck. Whoops. I hit Jack out. Like a jackass. Maddie laughed, it counts. Alright, we're in. What is this, 2 to trash? I'll take the caddy money. So what did they do? Probably triple click this and jam? Do that a lot. They did swap the buttons around. Yeah, we've been getting better. I don't think we fucked it up for a couple weeks, but yeah, Pink, the first week that they swapped those buttons, it was a nightmare. It was like playing Shaper all over again. Alright, so the drawing looks like Jeeves is not going to get fired. So the big threat here is if we don't run that, is it an Nisei? Good thing is we can bravado it. Icing Jeeves. So it looks like that's a Nisei or a medical research fundraiser. Draw once. That's not worth it. I imagine this is another wraparound or a vanilla or something. If it's a vanilla, they'd res it. I imagine it's a wraparound. Flower Sermon. Oh, okay, there you go. That's good. Now we know there are enough agendas to win the game. We'll run server 1. We have enough money to break the one subroutine that matters. I guess we can't trash the political dealings here, though. Oh, fuck, that's a political dealings. What are we doing? What's political dealings to trash? Hold on. Hold on. We fucked it up. We didn't trash the political dealings, right? We need to trash the political dealings. I almost wrote political goof things. 3 trash. Okay, hold on. Cool. Very kind. Oh, but then they can install something with whatever. Whatever. Oh, that's actually way worse because then they can install Rashida. Oh man, yeah, we should have thought that through. At least they don't Rashida with political dealings, am I right? Yeah, that's probably a mistake. Yeah, I don't like this. Yo, Kaidi, what's up? I thought whatever you sent, it kind of broke. It looks like garbled. How you doing though? 3 trash, yeah. For what? Political dealing is basically dead for them for scoring a 4-2. No, they have a Jeeves on the table. Need more money to res Jeeves and pay for advancements. Oh, fuck, you might be right. Maybe we are fucking this up. Yeah, giving the Rashida I think was a way worse thing to do, but then the HQ is going to flood up. Yeah, it feels bad. Feels bad. We're 1 credit short. Also, it might have been better just to take Caddy. Yeah, this crick is like legitimately a problem, but like Amina in an aggressive run deck feels so bad. Like it's really good once it's up, obviously, but like, yoy, is it not good to face 7 to be able to interact with them? Cubon seems cute with bravado. It is. Yeah, like this is what the fuck's gonna happen to us now. Like that is Nisei. That is 4-2. This is some shit. So basically all we have to do is trash server 6, I think. This deck wants a passport for help run early. Yeah, I believe it. Quite the turn you're playing right now. I goofed the last turn so bad that this happened. Like giving them Rashida draw was the worst thing we could have done. We should have seen the math that they couldn't do anything with the political dealings because the res cost is pretty prohibitive. I guess we run R&D to start. We die to nothing, but DNA tracker would be bad. But they can't res a DNA tracker in this deck. Unless one of these is the last Mamba Temple. Not unlikely. Kind of unlikely. Cortex lock. Alright. Okay. Alright. So. We have to run this. We have to. And our card draw is now being a problem where we're trying to keep at the board and draw cards. This is why I like Hashiko's so good. You can interact and get free cards. What do they reinstall here? Like a Mamba Temple? That'd be gross. Run the snare first. Oh yeah, you're right. These could be snares. What's the chance that this is a fucking snare? That'd be bad. I think we just run the Jeeves. They're not on whatever that thing's called, fully operational, like, right? I really love Drug Dealer and Temple Crim for the same reason. Yeah, our money's just not that good, though. But yeah, Drug Dealer's underrated. Drug Dealer plus Dr. Lovegood seems fine. Envelope. Okay. You spend money on that, my friend. I will trash Jeeves, click Caddy, draw a card. That's good. 4 credits is a lot for them. Unless there's another sheet on the table. If that's the case, we're fucked. If they fire snare, they're fucked too, though. Ooh, hey, that's a good one. You heard it for here first. Andre says drug dealers are cool. It is Maryland's. Does make sense. We probably want to trash those. Their economy is so bad. This is where we wanted the Cubon here. If we had the Cubon here, maybe they would have res, but like you can just run and get 2 credits a run. It's so good when you put this on ice that matters. The Engram Flush is a problem. Not that big of a problem, but Engram Flush into Snare HQ is a problem. And I'm assuming this is a Nisei. And this actually might be a medical that they were giving to us, if not a Snare. We're gonna like, that's the thing. I think we played okay, but now we're gonna struggle to keep up. Just because, like, we're getting gassed out a wee bit. I guess we'll run RD with no money. 1 credit would be such a big difference because we could at least trash Rashida. I don't think Love Grower is the right thing. He's a Rizeki that doesn't turn on Drug Dealer. Oh, you may be right. Oh, it's a tour guide. We break that for free. And if these were resable, they would have resed them. Oh, we don't have money, so we can't actually break it. Normally, we would break it for free. That's fine. We made a run. And end the run on R&D is good enough. Yeah, that's the problem with like Love Good and everything else. Like, we tried that before. It's like, we can play Mantle with Prognostic Q Loop. Wait, Rizeki is just better. Rizeki is just better for every fucking thing. All right, chat, what are we doing? Definitely taking this. So, this is 3 to break. We get 1 back, so we'd access with how many credits? Not a lot. We probably would run one of these. Jeeves on the table would be bad, but they don't have enough money to do Jeeves. I think we actually trashed the Maryland. Yeah, I think trashing the Maryland's probably good enough. Rezeki's better than basically anything, gives you 1 credit per turn. Yeah, it's like play Paladin Fuemo, probably just play Rezeki. Like MU is not an issue. Drop the terminal and trash DBS. I don't even know if the terminal's worth it. It's really hard to interact with HQ, but you're right, the DBS needs to go. This shuffles too. It also makes our tour guide worse. Maybe we should have put the terminal down here. It's basically free. And in theory is worse than Rezeki. This card is worse than Rezeki. I detest Rezeki so much. Yeah, Jessica, I kind of feel you on that. I don't want to trash this because I think like we're gonna need our money. I think we'll just draw. That's actually pretty good. Well, Engram flush through. Yo, Basil, what's up? Fun surprise Sunday stream. We're doing pretty good. We're playing the deck list of the week, having good fun. A lot of people hanging out because it is a Sunday, and a lot of people are indoors. Literally a captive audience. As a content creator, I could ask that there's not a global pandemic, but otherwise it's pretty good. I prefer data folding to Rezeki less. I'm only left with 1 MU or Woo. Yeah, if you're really tough on influence, I can see it. So DBS, medical breakthrough, Nisei snare. So this is probably a dibs. Greetings from the Ottawa quarantine zone. Hey. Rezeki's 2 credits more expensive than Fencer Fueno though. And look how good the narwhal would be here. S plus tier card, run 3 copies. Yeah, we would play Fueno if we could. We would play Fueno if we could. We're just gonna go diversion of funds here. This is a good time to play public terminal, if anything. Yeah, we probably should have played a while ago. Yeah, fuck it, whatever. Having cards actually does matter because of damage. But this makes the Engram flush worse. If they res it, I think we're happy. And we know that they have... they're still their agendas in hand, so we don't know what any of this shit is. I imagine it's political dealings. Careful of the DNA tracker if you drop the terminal. We're pretty sure this is an Engram flush. But you're right. We would die to DNA tracker. But like we're Netrunner betting that this is Engram flush based off of how they were playing. I don't think their deck runs. This is probably the most expensive ice they have. Oh, they didn't even res it. Continue to encounter ice. Oh, we actually make money off this because Cortex Lock Bagalter. We could take 1 damage instead. Hold on. What's this to break? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's free to break, or we can gain 2 credits for net damage. I don't think that's worth. Considering we know there's snares in HQ. They showed you all 5 cards in hand right before installing it. Yeah, exactly. That was the bet. So this is a DBS. I think we actually just go trash this DBS. So they can start drawing garbage. You can res this DBS for 2, my friend. So an embezzle would be sweet. We'd actually embezzle asset and hit those snares. That's the hope. Hey, there's a Jeeves. Click 3 or quad advance another Nisei. Oh, that's fine, right? Because they don't have money. But Flower Sermon's a problem. Oh, fuck. Second Nisei. They have no money. They have no money. This is a DBS. Trashing Jeeves would be good. But this is breathing time, if we've ever heard it. We could also run archives. Get us the dirty laundry. Get us the dirty laundry. My dude. We asked for one thing. There's no point running archives. I'll just hit caddy. Oh, we should run HQ. They couldn't fire snare. What the fuck are we doing? HQ 4 times? Fucking Terrence. God damn it. Ah! I was so interested at the crick. Yeah, we should have ran HQ 4 times there for sure. Oh, wait. We can still do it. They're not going to have 4 credits. So we're going to run HQ. We're going to blubbery diesel for a run event. Cool. Yeah, let's get these snares out. Shake my head. Fucking Vincent, don't do this to me, man. We're gonna take the damage here. Fine. Wow, that's actually our best card. If we film critic medical research fundraisers, it doesn't cheapen the other ones. Snare, get the fuck out of there. And they only res for 1 credit, so I guess we are going to check that just to make sure it's not Rashid's. This is really good. HQ's plus 2 credits and accessing a hand that has medical reach per click seems good. Yeah, Riketha, it was absurdly good. We fucked it up so bad last turn. Man, we just need to install like a next corroder, and this is Value Town. We lost the terminal, whatever. Yes! HQ, I'm coming for you. So the question is, do we trash what could be a Rashida, which is the only install here that makes sense, or anything else? Now that all the snares are gone, so the Jeeves is a bit less scary. I think we're actually just going to run server 11. If they use like a Nisei token, it's fine, but now we can slam HQ next turn. It's a team sponsorship. I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that. Even though we know this is a DBS, we're pretty sure this is sponsorship. This actually could be a 3rd agenda. All the Mumbas are out, I think. Yeah. This actually could be Apollo dealings. Alright. They didn't install credit install. Okay, so that's better. Otherwise, their Jeeves value would be pretty bad. Alright, so hand is probably 1 and 2 medical research. So we're just going to run everything. We'll inside job this. No, we'll just run it. We want them to spend money. So you see, like, us just keeping their economy down was the most important thing we could do. Like, imagine we didn't trash the Maryland. A lot of people don't like trashing Marylands. Oh, that's huge. So we could find out exactly what this card is and then do run. At that point, even they don't have enough money to score out, even if they Nisei us on like a run on an agenda. Unless it has Rashida into an agenda perfectly. I feel like we have enough money. And we want to use this at least once a turn, so it's a free break instead of gaining 2, whatever. Okay, so we don't know what any of these cards are. Nothing kills us here, unless it's Psychic Field into some nonsense. 2 credits means they could res, and like, what can we get through for 2 credits? The only thing we can't get through is Thimble Rig, and then we could always just like inside job it on the bounce. And then we'll just check server 12 as well. We're just basically on the hunt for Rashida. And they can go ahead and res their, if they want, they can res, what's it called? Maryland, and we'll trash it after. Actually, we could trash it now so it doesn't shuffle. And now anything that goes into HQ is alone, and it's really scary. So they're thinking here, they could either res, or they can Nisei. And if they Nisei, it's fine with us, because I don't think they can score. Are you going to install that Swift? No, never. Yeah, it is a Thimble Rig. Okay. So that's going to get us out, and we can just bounce back. And if they res that, that seems like there's something important in there. I don't know if the Swift was worth it. The Swift is actually actively bad because we wanted to have as few MU as possible because Cortex Lock. Wow. Hey, we're fucking Ken. Oh, the Nisei token on 0 credits. Okay, now we have to figure out a way to get through the Thimble Rig. So basically it's just top deck Amina. Oh, and they had a Rashida. Oh, fuck me. Shit. It's killing me. So many clicks lost. Yeah, I know, but then we can't let Cortex Lock fire. Oh, that's so bad. They could actually score a medical research fundraiser. I guess they can't fire Team Spawn. What was that sound? I don't know. What sound? Oh, that was a motorcycle outside. All right, so they can actually threaten. Oh man, the Rashida was so good. We need a draw here. They Rashida and they didn't filter any of it, so checking server 13 is good. If they spend all their money resing this, if it's a 3-2, they could also res team spawns, and then they'd have no money. This is an Engram Flush, so this is let all subroutines fire. In theory, we're kind of weak to, like... Oh, now they don't have money. So they, what do they call? They named event, so this actually does no damage. Nice. You're alright with Rashida? No, they still don't have credits. They have no cards in hand. Yeah, it's not good. It's the only way they can burst for money. I'm actually gonna break this. Our money is pretty good. Did I fetal here? No, we're good. It's a Cortex Lock. Okay. We'll check server 13, and then we're just going to draw into an Amina. Luckily, they just spent all their money on this, so they can't res that. But the fact that they res it makes me think that they have something in there. I think we'll just go ahead and trash this. No Amina, but we're hot on the trail. Also, for what it's worth, we run through tour guide for 1 credit. We actually make money. We should probably try the tour guide. We should trash Jeeves? Yeah, we probably should. We probably should trash the Jeeves. But they haven't been using Jeeves aggressively. Like, there's no turn. They've been doing click 3, do something. Jeeves has not fired, which I think is wild. I think they should be click 3. Now they have potential multiple agendas in hand. I agree with you. I think they do. But I think all we do is get through server 9. Like, if they fucking, use this on it. Huh? Weird. I don't know what happened. Jeeves broke there. Yeah, it looks like it did. No Amina. But we figured out our answer to Cortex Lock. I think we're just gonna Maker's Eye, I guess. Seems good enough. They can res stuff here, which would give us more information. I feel like we're not doing the optimal way to close the game. Wait, why is it 2 credits? No, it shouldn't be 2 credits. It should be 1 credit. Yeah, weird. Envelope, wrap, Maryland. Oh, beans. Yeah, Jeeves fired strangely. I don't fully understand what happened there, I'll be honest. I think we have to go trash Jeeves. The team sponsorship could also fire. Okay, we have to make some choices here. Yeah, we'll definitely trash the Jeeves. Seems important. And we also don't know what this is. That might be Apollo dealings they just don't have the money for. They probably have multiple agendas in hand. I think you're right. There's only 7 cards in R&D. Why the fuck aren't we going HQ? If they install a medical breakthrough, Jeeves is coming right back. Yeah, that's fine though. We could also just trash team sponsorship. They can only res 1. But at least this stops them from going advance, gaining another click. I feel like if they score out here, we just slam HQ next turn anyways, so I don't feel that worried. Caddy might be better than Gamble. Not really. We also have a legwork and 16 cards. I'll just draw for that. Damn. Flesh definitely fires? Yeah, Flesh definitely fires here. And that's fine. They know we have 1 of each type, so there's no really smart call here. They don't call program. They'd probably maybe call hardware, but we only have 1 event. Yo, what's up? Enough bits. Nice to finally catch you live. Hey, glad we can make it at a time that makes more sense for most people. How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. So they only have 4 credits. We also have 2 diversions in the deck, mind you, and that would be like kind of the best thing. So they're advancing. Actually, could be a flower sermon based off of that. All right, let's just find our answer. Diversion is our answer. I think we're gonna divert. Do we just do corroder divert? Yeah, I think so. Then we don't have to fire with Cortex Lock. Oh man, value. Oh yeah, that's the double. Legwork here? Yeah, it'd be good. So here they have to call a type, and then they reveal a grip and trash cards of the type. So let's see what they call. Imagine against Ken, it's very easy to call event. They called event, they just get our gamble out of our hand, which is not a bad hit. So we lose a gamble. Damn, they siphoned us. And then we can let this fire because all 4 of our MU is up. This coupon has made us so much fucking money. I've been watching your channel for a little while. I'm a noob to Netrunner. Oh fuck yeah, that's the most exciting time to play Netrunner. Arguably. It's always still pretty good. If you got questions enough, firstly, welcome. Secondly, do ask away. There's no such thing as a dumb question because I don't explain everything. I also misplay. Andre is very good at helping land the claim. Hey, glad you believe that, or at least glad that's been landing. All right, I feel like we could be closing the game down so much more aggressively, but I always play kind of defensively. We're like, I'm going to stop you from winning as opposed to I'm going to win. John says, welcome, this is the best game. Yes, it kind of is. All right, so we have another diversion. We have a legwork. We have 2 ominas. Our card draws here would be good. Embezzle, no. No. Running archives also seems pretty good. I imagine there's more agendas in there. Even a Maker's Eye would be good. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, we can boomerang this though. How is that so bad? Like we've all gotten rules wrong before, like Inside Job. Yeah, Inside Job's an easy one to get wrong. 4 cards on R&D, you might deck them. I think we actually will. I think we will. Like this is a Flower Sermon. And Flower Sermon draws cards, so it's not really playable. What the fuck is this? That's like the good question here. So like we could either boomerang this or boomerang that, but probably boomerang this or boomerang that. I think we're just gonna go in here. We're gonna discard a card, whatever Swift seems bad. Why is it 2? This should be 0. Run R&D and win. That was the hope, but also 2 Maker's Eyes was the hope. Hey, no subs on this one. Daily business show. Even just trashing cards here means they deck sooner, so it seems fine. Honestly, Film Critic probably doesn't matter, but a lot of these cards arguably don't matter. Almond is totally the last card in your deck. It's fine though, right? Because we have Boomerang. Looks like they're going for it. Good, they have no money. So nothing you say. Oh yes, can they win in 2 turns? I think it's literally impossible. We can just click for credits. I'm gonna let them deck out. Chat, is that rude? If they preemptive action us, we're gonna feel stupid. Tour guide stuck a static 2/7. I'm okay with that. Okay, we'll try and win, but we probably should have been drawing there. The caddy obviously doesn't matter, but I want to watch them deck out. Why not run R&D? Yeah, why not? Yeah, okay, good game. Because we didn't deck them, and you usually don't deck people too often. And you see against this sort of matchup, like this doesn't have this sort of like, oh, hold on, hey, cheers. This is the problem that I've had with RP asset spam decks, and sure, like obviously we lose to them on the stream, so take this with, you know, whatever you want to take it. Toot. Hey, catch your end. That's kind of the thing, is like with all the asset spam decks, the really cool thing RP has, and if you haven't seen this, it's buck wild. Flower Sermon, when scored, and you can score this. What's up? When you score it, it's pretty easy. That's the one. Got a plug. So that's a really cool thing they do, right? Is that they play Flower Sermon, and then on top of it, cheers, Joe. This lets you draw instead of the top of your deck, and then you play this on top of other cards like Political Dealings, which as long as you know the agenda on top of your deck, or you can choose when to draw it, which you can with Flower Sermon, you can jam it onto the table and then triple advance it, or with Jeeves quad advance it. It's really good. I remember distinctly the stream where I realized we were playing live that Flower Sermon worked so well with Political Dealings, and I thought it was the coolest thing. And then that snowballs with other cards like Team Sponsorship, and then, you know, the thing happens. Now, a lot of these sort of, that's the only cool thing that, not the only cool thing, but that's like the main cool thing that Jinteki does in their net damage, or in their asset spam deck. And asset spam right now is pretty viable between, like, CTM does it well, NBN does it well, Gagarin largely does it well in Wayland, and also we're seeing a fair bit of it in Satyr, and even Asa Group or any other HB efficiency ID. Now, the thing that I like more about playing competitively, at least the Gagarin ones and CTM ones, is that when this happens, or when I interact with them, they have a way to interact back with cards like Hard-Hitting News and Hard-Hitting News. And if things are not going well, a lot of times you actually can get Hard-Hitting Newsed. This deck doesn't have any of that counter punishment, so if you can crush their economy, I guess it's the same with CTM too. Like, that's largely it. And their ice is a bit shit. Admittedly a bit shit. Crick is good. Cortex Lock can be mean, especially in the early game. Like, if you don't respect that, you die. And we did try and respect it as much as possible. But that's the issue. It doesn't fight back, which means it doesn't feel unfair, which is a problem. I'm not convinced that this deck wants Nisi over Yaga Uda. Yeah, this deck actually does some weird things that other decks that I've seen like this, I would argue are less optimal. I don't like the snares at all. I feel like this deck has such a weak economy where paying up to like 12 credits for snares doesn't really matter. This deck actually doesn't capitalize on the net damage too well either, so that feels kind of rough. I'd agree that the Niseis are a lot of effort, and I think the slot would even be better if they are running snares and Cortex locks. Maybe even viral weaponization is a better tempo play. But yeah, this deck doesn't really capitalize on this that well because their servers are not that taxing, barring Tour Guide. If they do have a big Tour Guide Nisei is pretty sweet. This does also give you just defense from like diversion of funds and other like run events, which can be pretty powerful. And that's largely it. I think snare is expensive. If you want something like that, you want to poison archives, Breach Dome is good. It's worth knowing that you don't have to make a successful run on the central server, so even if they have Breach Dome and archives, you can jack out before you access, so it's not even amazing. I think RP works better with stuff like bioethics and real spiky ice on centros. When hostile infrastructure was legal, I thought it was a lot better. That's like a totally wildly different deck though. A lot of those decks didn't even run 3 copies of political dealings. They would run 1 as like a win condition, and not always. Those decks don't exist anymore because of a lot of rotation, but those were like grind decks, the sort of industrial genomics type things. And I'd argue that these decks can be very explosive in their setup and actually can go really, really fast if their early economy isn't contested too heavily and they get a good draw, which Daily Business Show does. Like, they had a really good draw for a really fucking long time because we never touched the Daily Business Show, which arguably is a mistake. But yeah, there's probably agendas in here. I wouldn't be surprised. Snare can be pretty good with Flower Sermon, semi-self-protecting centrals. That's true, Billy. Firstly, what's up? But at that point, like, you could just put anything on top of R&D and you'd be good. Like, sure, Snare is a threat. Snare also makes the celebrity gifts a bit more palatable because the HQ runs are scary. But, like, if you're firing Flower Sermon, you probably want more money to score your agendas anyways. Like, it's the same cost to fire a Snare that it is to score your next agenda. I totally agree with you. It's pretty good. But, like, running R&D and seeing a celebrity gift or, like, I don't know, Maryland is just as good a lot of times because you don't spend 4 credits, if not better. Bring back noise. You're going to lose on server 1? Hey, there's always a chance, right? If that's like Philotic and we didn't respect it, we died out of nowhere. On the other hand, these 2 snares prevented you from pressuring HQ for a while when they were 2 agendas safely tucked in there. Yeah, totally, I agree. And I probably should have just tanked the snares because their economy was not good. Like, if they paid forward for the snares, I think we would have won faster. In retrospect, I was a bit scared though. You're right. And exactly, with Celebrity Gift, it's kind of cool. I feel snares make CG less good, not more. Oh, there's an argument to that too. Like, Celebrity Gift snare is so wild because the fact that we know that there's snares there, it's scarier. I think the best thing you can Celebrity Gift is a single snare and then run a deck with only 2 snares. And then they're always looking for that 3rd snares. It's just like running a deck with 2 copies of NGO front always feels fun because they're like, oh, is that the NGO front? We haven't seen all 3, but you know, that's pretty niche. I have an upgrade Gagarin in the deck with 7 cards and 1 remote. Yo, Pink, I was thinking about building like a Gagarin deck with a lot of upgrades, but the issue is with Gagarin, like, okay, I was trying to do that with a lot of trap upgrades, like cards like Prisec, but the problem with Gagarin is it's an additional cost to access every card in a remote server. So for each upgrade, you have to say, do you want to access it? And they can pay a credit to not access it, which means putting 3 Pricecs in a remote, as long as they're not paying the money, isn't particularly good. Admittedly, they don't know which ones are the Pricecs, and there's some cool headspace with it, but it never caught on to me, at least. I can never criticize anyone playing Snare, always one of my favorite cards. Yeah, totally. I can criticize it when it comes to economy problems, though. There's a lot of matchups where like I run into Snare and then I've been like, that probably wasn't worth their money. Like, they didn't fire Snare turn 1, and that's like so kind of shows you what the problem with this card in this deck is. Like, if they fired that Snare turn 1, they would have lost the Sundew. They really smartly didn't fire the Snare. Also, upgrades don't make money. Not true. One of them does. There's a region that makes money, I think. I don't think you ever run 3 snares in Jinteki deck that's not pure grind, because a runner ever sees 3 copies are completely different than if they've seen 1 or 2. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. I think there's a good reason not to run 3. Gotta go with that stuff like Ash, Red Herrings, Kayambe. Yeah, defensive stuff seems really cool. I would see that. I think that's fun. And then I think you play what? Like, are you playing Pink Tranquility Home Grid? Because fucking Tranquility Grid is great. There's a Corp Caddy Jones, which is an upgrade. Yeah, that one's exists, I guess. It's wild how the math is so wildly different on the corp side of like what's good when it comes to Caddy Jones. Like, that one's not really off. That one rotated, right? That fucking terminal directive one. That one fired on me once. I Felt bad. All right, we're gonna play some other decks on JNet. Just kind of roll through it. If you are new to this stream, what's up? It's a Metro Ball Grid. I'm actually gonna just put the kettle on because I feel like I could do some tea at this moment of my life. So I'll be back in just like literally 30 seconds. Bye. Man, you want tea?
Nanako's in a cave.
Oh, she's a scary
And I found out which plant it is.
Which one?
This one.
Which one?
This one.
Oh!
Munch.
She launched it! I was like, why is it all off on one side?
Yep.
She's been a fucking...
I really hope she threw it all up.
Clipper! Yeah, this is fine. I don't even know what this is. It should be fine. God damn it,
You should probably go with that one. It's the only one that looks like grass.
Yeah, we've had the CI side this shit. Nanako this morning did a bit of that like gross retching that Cat did, and she threw up some plant. And we're like, oh fuck, she's been eating the plants. And we're trying to figure out which one it is. I think we figured out which one it is. This whole side of this thing has been like clipped off. Nanako! Don't get sick, bud.
Oh.
Nanako, you dingus.
What's he doing?
Anything. Caffeine, please.
Okay.
Thank you. Tea break, y'all. Gotta stay hydrated. Really important. Tea in 30 seconds. That's one kick-ass kettle. Oh, I'm just putting it on to boil. We'll have to go get it. Tanuki, how's it going, by the way? We need to play Sanjay's breaking news. Wait, this is a brainstorm deck? The fuck, Sanjay? Oh, alright. This already seems wild. Okay, let's check this out. That's not what I wanted. If you're just tuning in, what's up? This is Metro Ball Grid. Oops. If you're new around here, maybe you're watching, you're at home, it's the VOD, it's live. It's a nice time to interact with other people if you're stuck in your home. It might be a nice time to meet people in chat and maybe people here. So maybe make an account. It's really easy. Ask questions. It's a good place to hang out. Sanjay is a treasure. Yeah, Sanjay definitely is. The 2 brainstorm kills on stream yesterday was so beautiful. Did they stream a store champ? Oh, I guess it was online for sure. That's the thing about Brainstorm. No one expects Brainstorm in anything else. And he has a write up here. Round 1, 5 brain damage, 6 strain damage, 4 brain damage. Okay, so basically, no one's going to expect this. It is an NBN deck with making news. We're going to try Res Expensive Ice, which is a problem. We have Macrophage, which is cute. We can make that Trace 3, which is good against some people. We have Cyberdeck Sandbox, so the Cyberdexes do get a lot better. What's the stream? I'm just hanging out. I already don't like leaving the house. Yo, I feel you on that. It's been okay. We have Hedge Fund IPO, a single preemptive. We have Salams, because we can return cards to grip, I believe, with Intake, which we have Trace money for this, so that we can Salams it if we really want to. We have Ganked, which is super important with Brainstorm. We have Mwanza City Grid, because we have so many ambushes. But the fuck, we're gonna lose so fast with this thing. Intake is a card that A exists, B is an ambush. Okay. Alright. This seems fun. What is this beautiful masterpiece? Yeah, it seems a bit nutty, but I think we can do it. I worry our money is going to be bad. Anything we jam into remote, we really can't protect unless they ganked it into the wrong order. And then we really need to get a Cyberdock Sandbox off, so our Macrophage and CVSs and all those are pretty good. So, let's do that. Intake, what the hell is that? It's a card. It's a card. It's actually, there's some ambushes that came out in Katara Cycle that I think are maybe underrepresented. I think Intake is actually mediocre. I think Forced Connection, I've played with it in person and I was actually impressed with it, just because like, even if you boost, like that's the thing with these cards is people are so happy to pay 4 for Snare. And if you pay 4 for Forced Connection, it's like Trace 8. Like that's good. And they end up with 2 tags, which can be game winning if you get in the wrong order. Like, you know, it's a problem. Vincent says, hit me up with a decent deck recipe. I haven't played some months, unfortunately. It's pretty easy if you browse through the deck list, Vincent. There's a lot. People are teching for acid decks, though. I got absolutely torn apart playing CTM, unfortunately, last week. First Connection is pretty good. Tried it in CTM, but CTM needs GFI. I'd argue that right now, Jessica, CTM needs GFI less than it ever has. I think Bologna is good enough. Never understood why people put ones on R&D if you only put it on HQ because I know it's there. Yeah. If you can control it. But the problem is once you draw 3 agendas in HQ, GG, I guess. But yeah, I totally feel you here. Oh, give it a shot. Seems silly. That's the thing, is like, what's the experience losing to this? Like, I have no doubt if you're playing against Sanjay, who does build some interesting blip brews, and you play against him, and you know, you get brainstormed to death, you're like, oh, cool, Sanjay, cool deck, dude. But if you play against a stranger on JNet, and then they brainstorm you in CT, and like fucking making news, I would be salty. And I don't think that's good. I think that makes me a shitty person, but I would be so salty. Farms to table? Yeah, cool. Farm to table, semi-adequate. Okay, cool. Let's try this. Agenda suite is pretty standard. We do have the remastered edition to bolster the Beals, or a never advanced sandbox, and Bologna is just a good card. How could you not be super impressed? I don't know. It's just like, oh, you put that in. It's like dying to a Cortex lock in fucking whatever the Wayland deck we played against. Like, it's so easy for someone to run into be like, oh, I guess I lose. But like, I think this opens this like Lovecraftian horror understanding of Netrunner. It's like, wait a second, any ice anywhere could be Cortex lock, and then you can't respect that because then you play the game so differently and slowly, where you can never interact with anyone. It's really scary. 3 sandbox and 1 remastered. I might have flipped that. Sandbox is really important in this deck because we have 3 macrophage and 2 CVSs. I think the economy hinges on the sandbox. If we didn't, I would have flipped it too. I think it would be. I think anyone who sees making news should be pretty suspicious. That's the thing, is like, what do you assume when you see making news? I would assume 10 out of 10 times that it's either door to door, or that one surveillance sweep that traces in reverse, and then you have to deal with all the macrophages and like Thoths and whatever the hell has a lot. They're also streaming today's tournament right now. Oh, cool. In my CTM games, Bologna has been pretty horrible. Otherwise, it's an absurd agenda. Oh shit! I imagine you have to be capitalizing on like hard-hitting news and stuff. Cool. Apparently there's a GNK being streamed. Where is the GNK? Can we watch it? Oh, Illinois, table 7. Table 10. Cool. Cool. When I say making news, I assume they're a beginner player and trying to steer them away from NBN. Hey, I see what you're doing there, but maybe you want to try something else. I joined the game, but the deck runs on Surprise Affair. Whack. Yeah, it kind of does, right? That's kind of the issue. Play as if you don't know Brainstorm. Nanako just ate through that thing like it was dinner. Oh, I should be fine, Maddie. I think, at least. Just use it? Thanks. Thanks, Maddie. Oh. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Does anybody know who's organizing this tournament? I love the cat's name so much. It's nice, isn't it, Jessica? I'm really bad with hot liquids. If somebody knows who's organizing this tournament and they're, I don't know, if they're streaming it, never mind. I don't want to cannibalize their stream, but I'd definitely be down to just like commentate a GNK. Sounds really fun to cast this sort of stuff. All right, 26 games. Some of them are this. At least one of them is this. Well, we'll see how it goes. It's the Iberian Lockdown Tourney. Vesper's streaming it. Iberian League. Where is Iberia? Oh, yeah, of course. Cool. Sweet. Super cool. Iberian Lockdown. Always be running JNet tournaments. Iberian Lockdown 1 and online tournament. $20 players? Pretty good. This is upcoming? No, this is now. They're probably in Cobra. A lot of times you can see ongoing tournaments, but just, yeah, you can go in here. 22 players. That's pretty great. So what's a lot of mirror morph? Wow, 4 Alice? What the fuck is going on in Spain? Damn, is that all Apocalypse? Are people just like sick of? Ooh, Adam. People are just Adam can be a problem sometimes with Brainstorm, but also can be good with Brainstorm. The problem is like Adam has the panic button and Logic Bomb, so it can be hard for us to Brainstorm him. But if Adam does Logic Bomb or Brainstorm, we gank him in. This was a restricted tournament. Oh, there's a ban list for top IDs. Okay, this makes sense. I see we're seeing no CTM, we're seeing no 419, we're seeing no Hoshiko, no Val. Yeah, cool. Cool. That's probably really interesting. Miramorph though. No Asa group, I guess. Oh, beans. Opening hand, good enough. Thanks, C2. Oh, there is a CTM, excuse me. No Andromeda. No Wizard. Alright. Here we go. So, standard directives, safety first, neutralize all threats, find the truth, so they want to be aggressive. Macrophage on R&D is mediocre. They might be running viruses. I assume they want to set up. We want something big and beefy on R&D, I guess. But Macrophage on the remote seems even worse. So I think we're going to do this on R&D. Yeah, I guess. They don't have Link. And then we can maybe jam behind the toll booth into Beal. But again, Logic Bomb gets through toll booth unscathed. Atom of the Bomb is going to be hard to hit. It's going to be really easy, though, when it comes to ganked. And there's the Rizeki, so the credits are coming down. We get to see everything they card draw. They didn't get a card draw. Oh, we need to get that down ASAP. So let's just hope they don't have a Logic Bomb. Did they mulligan? They did mulligan. But we can't afford to do all that. So next turn we'll jam. Hopefully we do another Ice install advance. And just bluff. Yeah, Macros Trace 3 to end a run is not bad, but like IP block is better. Okay, now they're showing that they probably don't have Logic Bomb. And they just drew a Laundry. Cool. And there's actually a big chance of installing any 4-2 and going install advance is actually optimal because it looks more like an NGO front. And I like that a lot. Like this is almost obviously an agenda, and install advance a lot of times can be better. Install advance your 4-2s, y'all. Then you have a turn anyways after that. It looks like there's an agenda on top. We'll res the phage. We gotta do some traces. None of these traces matter besides trace 1 and the run. We're not gonna spend money on it. I wonder if that's probably automated in a more elegant way than that. Do not res the phage? You're probably right. Don't res the phage is better because then we get our surprise off of it. Told Booth and Logic Bomb, they have to pay 3 credits first, right? Because Logic Bomb says when encountering? Oh, you might be right. Oh, wow, they bounced off of that. Whoa, what's happening here? Oh, they lose a click. Oh. They're just sussing it out. Great. And they just drew a Caddy Jones, which is pretty slow. We have an Intake. Intake is actually really good against Caddy Jones because it bounces her. But now, yeah, you're right. We lost the Phage safety, and they were just running for an Intake, so they are going to run, it seems, regardless of whether it's good or not. If they hit the CVS on their double run on HQ, the double access, we get 4 credits. Used to do that for Niseis. Everyone thinks it's an Obakata NGO. Yeah, I totally agree, especially in like Paulina. Brain Chip going down. They drew an Earthrise Hotel. They have 1 card in hand, so it's really easy for us to jam. Wands City Grid probably won't do it. And this is only first time a turn, so it's actually really awkward in a lot of ideas where they run Macrophage and then hit CVS. I think it's just virtual resources. I think it's non-virtual. Oh, it's only virtual. Fuck, never mind. They have a Hunting Grounds. Actually pretty okay in this matchup. We do have IP blocks. We do have Toll Booth, I guess. We can't play the IPO this turn, but I want to go to game point. Seems important. And they have a daily cast in their hand. Like they're playing with 1 card in hand. I guess they do draw with the Earthrise. So, but like we can rush out. Man, I love the language used in the game so much. It appeals to the geek in me. Yeah, it's pretty good. It can get pretty technical. Earthrise Gamble also, none of these really help. They're just getting their money down, respecting hard hitting news, all that sort of stuff, but we don't really have money. And at this, do we boost into the first trays or the last trays? I don't know. Okay. Ooh, this is fun. This is worth 4 credits. We actually could boost into this for 3 and it's still profitable. Let's be greedy. They paid for it. Fucking great. Okay, none of this other stuff matters. You boost first trace every time? Yeah, I think you're right. We should have boosted first trace. Even if we boost 3 on it, like, we come out ahead. And yeah, then when it gives us more money to boost later if we really need to. Yeah, you got it. Totally. Unfortunately, it runs the whole list. I'll do it manually next time. Same situation. Yeah, Caduceus is a bit more obvious. This becomes a Caduceus though. Yeah, we can always click on these subs individually and fire them. So this one. So they still spend like 7 credits for a single axis. It's pretty great. Yeah, Rakatha, if it fires, you spend the money you made on the last trace. Yeah, totally. Continue to pass ice. Single axis. What do they got? Bologna? Anything that they steal here would be good because it increases their brain chip. Wow, Bologna! They're really weak to hard-hitting news here. They just drew a Corroder, which doesn't help with anything on the table so far. Oh, besides that. At least they have to install it, which is pretty good. So this returns a virtual or a program. I think we just purge for 4. We don't have a lot of money in our deck. The only playable money card is Gamble at this time, so. And we already played 2 of them? Yeah, so there's not a lot we can play money-wise besides purging. I guess getting them to run to the Cyberdex is important, and then they could boost on this Macrophage and hit a Cyberdex anyways. Caddy coming down, they do have a lot of money. They were weak to hard-hitting news that turn, and they did not respect it. And they're always seeing the top. Just even getting the wraparound on R&D is probably good, so we don't lose. Like, getting the blown into the remote obviously would be a lot better for us. I don't think we have to care about icing archives. They've already played, what, 2 laundries? I don't think they have a lot of other value runs here. And they have a logic bomb in hand. Always good to know. This is a pretty good turn. They used a logic bomb, we're fine with that. We still haven't found a brainstorm, and it's important to understand whenever they run archives, they see the top of the deck with Find the Truth. So they'll know if the brainstorm's on top. We haven't found our ganks yet. They drew Gamble Cast. The value for archives isn't Find the Truth. Yeah, for sure. We can make it a bit harder, but I guess we want just a Macrophage on archives. And there's a logic bomb down. The thing is, like, if they run archives just to the top of R&D, I don't know how bad it is. It's probably fine. Ooh, Macrophage. They can just trace through everything here. They're drawing 2 and could afford Emergent plus Misdirect in case. Oh yeah, you're right. They could have that. So the first one, I'll boost 2. Yeah, you want to pay 6 to deny us 4? It's like Vamp, but a bit unfavored. Hey, we gained 4! Trace 1. They're gonna have to use a logic bomb anyways, so I don't know, not that much value in this. I like pitching Cyberdex to archives. Oh, actually, that's huge. Yeah, you're right. That's way better than anything else. We just need to overdraw. Hopefully the Rashida does it, but I imagine they'll logic bomb it. So this is one in the runner encounters, and this says bypass ice your current encounter. So you're right. They will have to lose 3. That's pretty good. So that's 1 logic bomb down. They could get them back with buffer chip or whatever. And it looks like they have to trash this Rashida. It's the first card they access with trash cost. They make a lot of money. 3 cards strip a turn. It's hard for us to deal with that. Emergent creativity in hand. Archangel, that can deal with Caddy pretty elegantly. So we're not purging this turn. We have to purge like every turn. Imagine they were playing Namakua. Hunted Grounds counters Toll Booth, no? Oh yeah, they fucked it up. Yeah, they had it. They totally could have saved 3 credits. I don't know why they didn't. Emergent creativity coming down. I imagine we'll see an Angolo. They threw out a multi-threader. It's a Gordo. One of the better ways to deal with this server. Still pretty expensive. And we actually can probably return it to hand. God, they have so much fucking money. Are they actually gonna pay, what is it, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this? I guess they don't have to break all of them. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna do it manually. You can also install it on archives. Yeah, and then they are forced to trash it too, which costs them 1 more credit. You're right. But then, yeah, we don't have to res it. We gain 2, 4. It's good so far. We'll do the last trace. I feel like our money's more important than theirs because we don't have a lot. Nice. Got through it. Man, Brainstorm would be so good here. Continue counter ice. Yeah, they prevented it that time. Good. You have to do it on the approach, mind you. That's the only timing for this. Otherwise, you're encountering it's too late. Break for 4. Not bad. They have to trash this. So this is trace 4. Add installed program or virtual resource to the grip. So it's like this at a 4 trash cost. It's really not amazing. I don't want to spend any money on this. Wow, spend 4. Not great, but they have so much money. It's not on approach, it's on encounter? Sure, but they have to use this before they encounter. They have a brain chip in hand. They also know we have a Beal in the remote, so it's in our best interest to jam anything else. This makes it really look like they need to get in there. When on encounter, would fire interrupt with hunting grounds? That's not the way JNet does it. Oh, fuck, they called their fucking bluff. Yo, Kelf, what's up? They called their bluff. That's so good. I don't think we're gonna win this one. At least they could hit the Cyberdex. I found you. Yo, what's up? We're streaming on Sunday. This deck loses to Sunny? That's probably not easy. So neutralize threats, has to trash the Monzo for 5. They hit the CVS. We purge for 4. They don't have to trash this one. I reckon they want to. We got so lucky. We said we'd do a stream together sometime. I was trying to get in touch with you. Couldn't anywhere. Oh, fuck. Email's probably the best. Metropolitan Grid will do it at Gmail. It's a second logic bomb in their hand. And so now they really think it's the Beal in here. So the jig is up. If they run this, the jig is so... They have to run this, right? Like, they didn't hit the Beal. We got so fortunate in those accesses. All right, we'll do that. Love you. Hey, see you, Kelf. Please run it. It's either this one card in hand or server 1. Oh, they're fucking stim hacking it. Hell yeah. Res imp block? Yeah, why not? So my whole viewer base is in love with you. I'm gonna have seen Cord. So sorry about that. Not my fault. They logic bomb me the IP block? Why? They have Corroder. Huh? Why'd they do that? The human. Why'd they do that? Why would they logic bomb an IP block? It's like 3 credits to break. I feel like this deck will lose to anything that has a way to deal with Brainstorm. So here they have all the credits for the trace. I still think we're going to boost into this one. They're free credits, mind you. I imagine they'll pay 6 here. They might not, but our money's shit. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, because we already purged this turn. Oh, we're stupid. We should have spent the 2 on the end of the run. Yeah, this is only first time a turn. And they already hit the CVS, so we fucked it up. Yeah, CVS already fired, totally. We'll get it right at one point. So this, we could have made them spend 2 more credits. We would have boosted this to 3. I don't think it's going to matter. Hunting Grounds, nailed the timing. Really good. Gordian Blade for 4. Hunting Grounds doing a lot of work. No further action. Hey, guess what's the 1 card in our hand? Trace 4. It's not really make sense to boost it. And they do it for free with the stim hack. They're going to take 1 brain damage here, but their hand size is 5. It goes down to 4 now. Yeah, Inject's not going to tax anything. Yeah, you're totally right. It doesn't really matter. They threw out a cast. They just drew a film critic, which is scary. All right, so basically we have to jam the Beal. They did not see the Brainstorm. Hold the fucking phone. If we install it here, how much does it cost? Wait, this is our 1 window, and I think we're short 1 credit. This is 9 to res. So we can do install, and that means we have to trash all of this ice. But the macrophage makes us money. Oh, Hunting Grounds eats Brainstorm? Oh, you're fucking right. Oh, god damn it. This deck has no way to deal with Hunting Grounds. This deck just needs Scape Net in it. Why does this deck not have Scape Net? Yeah, we have no chance now. Well, we gotta make them do something. Whatever. At least if they run something else first. I don't know. Yeah, we can maybe Hunting Grounds it once with Ganked. Yeah, we need a gank or two. Yeah, Ganked or two could do it. And HQ is probably the easiest place to hit the ganks because they multi-axis. Wait, are they letting us have a Beal? Admittedly, this Beal doesn't help us win. Wow, they're letting us have a Beal. That's cute. We lose the pressure Brainstorm though. But this Beal doesn't help us win. At least it doesn't help them win. Intake deals with Hunting Grounds, no? I guess it does, but they have way much more money than us, and we've already fired 2 of them. Oh, they know we have a ganked. Cool. We don't have 15 minutes, so we still have to score another 3-2. We also know their restricted card is Film Critic. So we don't have to play against Angolo, not like we really can. Again, unfortunately, we can't res the Brainstorm. And we're going to lose this ganked. It's actually more expensive for them to trash it, so we're going to let them trash it. We're not going to fire it. Do we have any fast events? Technically our 4-2 agenda, but if we score it, we win. So, sort of? Not really. We have 1 copy of, what's it called? The 4-2 with Astro, Pseudo Astro. Yeah, ganked makes Brainstorm pretty fun. All right. Reveal ganked? They trashed it remastered, thank you. Or the Twins. Twins is harder. Ganked is so much more fun than Twins. Their economy is getting a bit worse. Do we res the wraparound? No. And they looks like there's an agenda on top here. Breaker fire. Oh, they paid 9! They paid 9! Oh my god. Now they're in game point. Also, so like the Mwanzas are pretty scary. Holy shit, they paid 9. Caddy Jones. Oh, they do have money on Caddy. Now they don't know the top deck. Political operative? That never matters. None of our traps have to be rezzed. They have 1 credit. Fucking Jammeroo, my dude. Fucking Jammeroo. Oh, they actually can trash. No, they can't. It's fast. They can trash Caddy. Paul Up is a pretty good counter to Caddy. Oh, not Caddy. Wow, Rashida. But they're on game point, right? Right. Like it's gonna be bad for us. Hopefully maybe they hit an Archangel and we can bounce the Caddy. But like running HQ seems pretty affordable. Why would they ever pay 9 instead of 7? Don't know. Yeah, they broke all of it. They really didn't need to. Yeah. It's 6, 7, 8. 6, 7? It's 2 to 7 is 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they did not need to break all of it. They did. Like, these 2 Cyberteens don't matter. They have no Viri in their deck. Storing Caddy. Wow, we had a window. We had the final Beal. Well, that doesn't help us win. Oh, fuck me. You can do install advance. So they're gonna start their turn with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd rather them go in on this one and then hopefully we jam next turn, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna ignore it and run HQ. Maybe they were just doing the traces. What's up, Suburban? Yeah, maybe. Advanced credit? Advanced credit seems a bit better. Here it's a bit tricky because maybe they think it's a blown and they need to drop the film critic, which will slow them down, which is nice. 3 macrophages and no Chief Slee. Yeah, tell me about it, eh? Saving the finger some clicks, yeah. But they could always just take 2 back after that. Okay, it looks like they're going for it. Unless they go for HQ, in which, you know, probably don't win these ones. Yes! This actually might be exactly the window we need. And they install the film critic. Exactly. So they think it's a Bologna. So the double advance was cool. Oh, they have a multi-threader. That's good to know. Croter for 4. Nope, you don't need to play 4 on this either. You can just pay 3. The last end of the run doesn't matter. They're breaking all the subs. They really don't need to. Oh, sorry. Oops. Ooh, fire all. Okay. Man, imagine an ice that gives you 4 credits when they hit it. If you install Chief, they just don't run and wait for you to flood. Yeah, I guess so. Then you play like Urban Renewal or whatever. Hey, we got 4. Okay. So we need to spend actually some money here. Not too much, but enough. That they spend enough. I feel like draw was more of a tell though. Yeah, you're right. Draw was more of a tell than a credit. You're totally right about that. Alright, they paid through it. Okay, so we did our job. So do we didn't pay enough attention whether they have another stim hack in hand. So we can resident pop it before political operative because they're all fast actions and we can do all our actions before we hand over priority. They still make a successful run here, so they see the top card of R&D. They drew a folding, which is good. So we do install advance IP block? IP block is expensive and it stops us from boosting into the trace. Is boosting the trace better? There's so much math to be done here and I just don't know if I want to do it. And then IP block is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They spend 3 on it. We could just spend more money on the trace, but then they could break the trace and save money. Oh. That's a bit better. IPO might be better for pure money. Yeah, it might be. They have no money, yeah, but they have stim hack and they start with 3 at the top. Like they can probably do it. If they just stim hack, they can do it. Even logic bomb kind of helps them, and I don't think I have at least been paying enough attention to their hand. Sorry to lump you into that crowd. I'm not gonna res this. It looks like they're gonna try and win off centrals, which is respectable. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's only like 3 more agendas left in the deck. A cyber dex. No, there's 1 more Beal, 1 more Bologna, and 1 remastered. If we had something in hand that they had to trash, it would be really good for us because it would keep their economy down. Yeah, VK, I think you're right. They have no money, but I'm kind of scared of stim hack. I'm like a way too defensive player when I play Glacier. I need to be more aggressive. And so I kind of like playing decks that have other win cons, like Harding News or whatever. I would have just installed the block because money doesn't seem to be valuable to me. It does for the trace. But you're right, it doesn't. Largely doesn't. Otherwise, it looks like we have it if they install daily casts. Cool. Hey, good game. Do you know the best part about this is? When we score this, we get 8 credits. We scored so many agendas. Ooh, 21. Woo! Woo! Raising Brainstorm cost them 3 credits on the remote? Yeah, in theory. But then I'd rather have that money for boosting this thing, I think. So what was the deck like? They saw Brainstorm atop, which is scary, and we had 1 remastered and 2 near the bottom. So this is the only other way out. But I guess if they score that, they win anyways. This deck didn't do anything that it wanted to do, really. It just played Glacier with Macrophage and Cyberdex, which you can do in any one. I guess like the 2 credits from NBN making news matter, but of course, you know, as Mari, there's so many other ways to make money. We also could even play like whatever the new one is called, GameNet, because if they pay for these traces, we get money. I guess they didn't pay for a lot of traces. They did actually break IP block. Cyberdex Sandbox is interesting. It's totally a card you could build your economy engine around like straight up, and it's good. Thing is, they shouldn't be letting Macrophage fire because on the remote. They get 3 credits on it to break it back because they don't have to boost a toll booth. Yeah, I totally agree. Like, this is why this server looked really bad. If you boost a toll booth, you retain strength. So as long as we're going to boost into the final trace, which we definitely are, they pay 3 credits for this. So what's the math here? They can boost this up to 5 and then break 6, 7, and then this they only spend 8. So it's 8 credits to go through all of this. Otherwise they can let this fire, we gain 4. We probably base 2 to 3 on this, so they pay 4 for this, and they pay 8 for this as well. It's the exact same cost. So it's almost always in their better interest to use Gordian Blade. And if they did that, we would have had like 12 credits fewer and probably wouldn't have won the game. How many times they let you gain 4 credits from PhD? It's a huge difference, like a huge difference. They had the exact good answer to this garbage server. Besides, like, oh man, there's this one card. I don't know. There's this like 2MU decoder. Does anyone know the one I'm talking about? It has like an ejection chute from a black hole that says once you break all the code gate subroutines, break 2 subroutines behind it. Or I don't know. Bypass me. I don't know what it is. But yeah, they had the tech. They had the hot tech. Let alone this is multi-threader. So like they're even more incentivized to use their credits to break as opposed to trace. But this did show up a bit later in the game. But yeah, that was like, we made so much money from purging. So much money. I could play another one of this, but give me like 2 seconds. 3 seconds. I'm just going to visit the bathroom. Oh, I stopped that halfway. I'll be right back. Oh, thank you for your patience. How's everyone doing? Let's do another one with this one. After that, we can probably do something else. Museum is the worst. Oh man, that's targeted. We still haven't brainstormed somebody yet, and you know, I would actually like escape net in this deck if we could, just so that we could purge the museum. Or sorry, wow, get rid of the what's it called? Escape net lets you trace and trash virtuals, and we're really good at tracing, and trashing virtuals seems important. So far, the intakes haven't been doing much, but the economy that we were playing against that deck, they had like 24 credits on turn 5, so at least we had a lot of agenda points. 419. Ooh, they have Link. They have Link. 419 has Link. Thanks, you too. Thanks, you too. Okay, opening hand. We do have a gamble. That's clutch. I'm not going to expose this. They can know that this is a... No, actually, IP block is fine. And we want something that, in theory, ends the run on HQ. Which is going to be a brainstorm. Nobody expects the sentries. 419 with the built-in employee strike? Yeah, right? One Link. Sunny. The employee strike. Hopefully they face check this. Generally, I don't know. They're scared of doing it. We are now, unfortunately, our hand is really bad at like jamming agendas. One bit secret and brainstorm. Chad, this is exactly what I was talking about. Where like when this happens, who feels good? Nobody feels good. It's just like, oh, you got brainstormed. Like, I don't feel good about this. They died to ganked. Oh, intake. Great. Yes, Jessica. Like, we had good stuff. Whoa, we had hunting grounds! Little did they know the right tech was hunting grounds into this. No. They don't have one. Like, obviously that's sick. But also... Ugh. Now this is... As long as they don't draw, this is empty. Like, they should just slam HQ. I feel very good about that. I don't. Oh, man. It just feels rough. It's just like, okay, well, now we're fucked. It's against 419, so don't feel too bad. Yeah, hey, what's up, Angelo? Yeah, sort of, huh? Oh, we have Amakua! They have no one home. This is so good. We have an IP block. They know it's an IP block too? Why would they install Amakua? Omakwa. Fortnite. Oh man. Oh man. Playing with no cards in hand. We don't have a snare or anything. Oh, it's also really hard for us to score because the way things are going. But this is 2 strength, which is pretty bad. All right, can't get counters. Just install clause. You're going to discard it anyways. Do you have tag punishment? No, none whatsoever. Yeah, this is why this is important. We have to res this, and so that we can bounce something to hand. Unfortunately, they can just reinstall it over and over again. So we're gonna just bounce something cheap. Oh, we could have boosted 2, but whatever. Oh, we have 2 cards for the IP block. So bouncing the Amakua is definitely the hardest for them to reinstall. And then the Brainstorm actually will kill them. Oh man, what a combo! What a combo! Archangel makes the Brainstorm lethal? Splashing Psychic Field is great. Such a good card and only 1 influence. I agree, it's actually not a bad card. They installed the Amakua so that we can't res this. We don't have tag punishment though, so the tag doesn't really matter. They Axis. You can't steal Bologna. Man, this feels really good. Oh, IPO. I guess we click for 3, huh? Yeah, Raquel, that's hilarious how good this combination is. It's super lethal. And like, we're gonna be purging a bit. So last click res IP block, they can prevent this tag if they need to. So they have a tag, so they're just gonna boomerang it. They're gonna end with a tag. They don't know we don't have punishment. Oh, piss. And boomerang gets shuffled, and then they gamble. Or they throw out gamble. Oh, this is the worst. We're playing Netrunner, my friends. Res Enigma? That's good, actually. Fire and broken subs. Guess who's clicking for credits? Trash no one home? It doesn't matter. We don't have any net damage, and the amount of tags doesn't matter. This is not worth trashing. We have literally no tag punishment. And we have no hard-hitting news or anything that gives mass tags. Like, this is the only tagging ice we have in the whole deck. Yeah, no, we don't. Archangel's good. Paragon's also good. God, what a fucking silly game. You know what? I think it's probably not the Brainstorm. We can still totally lose. Like, they just boomerang this and run. I'm glad they're playing it out. My God, this is going to be poorly for us. We have to pay for a credit just so that this doesn't get to 2 and then they can contest it. They're drawing and they have to just like flat do anything. Ooh. Oh, they're just getting money. That makes sense. Encounter? Encounter? Yeah, they're jacking out. Good, that's right. They don't take another tag, and it doesn't really change anything. And they're actually removing tag. Good for them. Amakua is out. At some point, we could even consider just like jamming the Bellona if they don't have money. I'm gonna res this just so they can't falsify it. And the server doesn't exist, so they can't access. We have enough credits to IPO out, so now we basically have to make a remote and hope they don't draw their programs. We're gonna struggle to win this, and I don't think we're actually favored. Corporate Grand Turning Wheel. Luckily, we do have good bounces on this, so it's hard for them to do something. Ganked. Ganked. This deck has no neural, nothing to do damage. All right, out of the hot water. But it's really hard because we don't have good end the runs, I don't think. Oh, they'd have to run now. So I guess they run archives. So we're purging. We don't have a CVS in here. And intake doesn't fire from archives. Oh, so they lose a click? Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, they took a click away. They should have one more click, or actually, I don't know. No, they're a -1. So no, yeah, got it. Cool, cool. Got it. Yeah. So they saved a credit here. Now we just purge. IP block is actually okay. Paragon fires, it's credit. I think we just purged throughout the ganked, unfortunately. And they're just drawing for the Amina. Ooh, wraparound's really good. What are we worried about? Archangel's good. This is fine. I think we're worried about HQ, but this in the remote actually seems a bit better. Do they have a Fractor? This looks a lot like Rob's list. What is Rob's list playing? Hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 minute. Yeah, there's a Mockler. Okay. Before Gendy, it's time to build the remote. Yeah, I think so. Wraparound Cyberdex Advance. Yeah, it's actually probably way better. But they could do 4, 5, 6, and then if they have exactly deuces, which their hand is empty. Yeah, there's a chance this works. Okay, I think that's a better play. They really need to draw into exactly Mockler run, or it's too late for them to do anything else. And the purge here, once we score the sandbox, like there's such a bad spot. Now they can, in theory, access R&D. But they're just getting the Amaku tokens. Once we get a CVS into archives, though, they can't do that anymore. That's huge for us. This also turns off the corporate grant, which is good. They have a pad tab, so they can get a credit. We should trash the pad tab at some point. Oh my god. Whew, value purge. Value purge, damn the Cyberdex, do it. Yeah, 100%. Let's go. Is this the game? Could be. It's gonna be hard. They have real breakers, though. And that's gonna help them find it. Cobra. Cobra. One of my favorite Metro Grid games is when you stim hack the cerebral overrider turn 1 and had one size hand size all game. Did we win that one? Oh fuck, they have it. They have it. Are they running it? Shit. Oh man, we get such a good value purge here, but they have a way to deal with this. Now it's all about the trace credits here. We have another brainstorm though. Okay, on game point, we do just gain 8 credits in purge. They gain 1. Feels good. Get to the 12 credit purge. We're on the track. Unfortunately, the Bologna is like the right play now here. We came very close. Fuck. Also, many times we ran straight into next time, and next time it keeps fucking us. So next turn, they're going to have the Mockler in hand for sure. So I think the best thing we can do is like brainstorm. But if we install Bologna, like they still need to find exactly their Fractor. I think it's worth the risk. So they need to find exactly their Fractor. They have 6 cards in hand next turn? Yeah, they do. But they need to install it. Like they have to install an Amina, or they have to install a Mackler run. Like it's still hard, and they need to also have Bologna credits. I don't think we've seen restricted. Yeah, we haven't seen restricted, so we know they're not a film critic, so they still need to access with 5. It can be very hard. Mackler run is expensive. Yeah, very much is. Oh, boomerang. Oh, piss on shit. Shit on me. Diversion? What is this? They still have to trace through this though, and we can always bounce the boomerang. Why would they boomerang that? Don't they want to boomerang this? Like they have a killer. They also could hit the gank and die. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I think we might have this one. Sorry, boomerang on her. Yeah, you totally, you got it. Yeah, there you go. B is for brainstorm. All right, so they're boomeranging the right one. Yeah, that totally makes sense. Restricted is granted. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's a restricted. So we don't play around film critic. All right, so can they win? They could legwork and not win. If they hit the gank though, deuces. They're gonna get 1. They're gonna expose one of these and see if they can run the remote. They know this is a wraparound, so this doesn't seem like something worth running. Continue to encounter ice. They boom to the Rangit. Unfortunately, the ganked won't fire, but we can always bounce like Amakuo if we gank the Archangel. It says 3 subs. So they break it for 1, 2, 3, 4, get 2 back. Paragon plus another back. What happens if you do install Brainstorm, install Ganked Bologna? Actually, I'll install this one first if you don't mind. Oh, install which one? Oh, sure. So just 2 subs. So this costs 1 credit, they get 1 back. Alright, single axis here. Paragon fires. We win the game though. They hit the ganked! Oh, they have just enough credits! They have just enough credits! I'll fire. Oh, actually they don't, they die! Has 4 subs now. They die! Oh fuck, because they re-encounter this and this keeps subroutines for the whole run. That's GG! We have a brain damage lethal! So they basically take, yeah, -1. They end their turn with -1 hand size, and that does the game. Oh fucking yeah, thanks for the game. Sorry about the turn 1 brainstorm. Never feels good. Ah, runners are doing okay. I don't know. I think if you don't plant the storm, you have a great matchup. I feel like that in a tournament playing Andromeda. Oh man, yeah, I think runners are okay right now. It actually did happen. We got the lethal kill with the ganked. GG turn 1, yeah, right? Feels bad. Hey. All right. So we did what it said on the tin. Obviously, if that didn't happen, we had the balloon on the remote. But like, what a game! Turn 1 brainstorm. We needed for that play to exactly happen. We needed basically hedge fund. We needed another ice that we installed because we couldn't have got to 9 credits anyways, and we needed to ice up like the thing that they're gonna run. And bravado is a very good reason why that would be good. Now it actually might. I don't think it's worth installing hunting grounds turn 1 because there's nothing you're worried about, right? Like a toll booth is a very bad res there. Data raven you bounce off of. IP block you don't have an AI. So like hunting grounds run is not good. Tell them your flood 5 agendas off at one point. How's it going, Jeff? Yeah, it was too late for us to tell them that, but I think they could have guessed considering how aggressively we were jamming, and it was like what, turn 10 before we turn 12 before we installed our first agenda. Like I don't even think we flooded worse than what was expected. But hey, there's only 2 more agendas in the whole deck, 3 more, excuse me. Oh man, that's so great. That's so great. Cool. Yeah, I don't think we can do better than this. I think we're gonna shut the book on this one, but that's pretty funny. Yeah, what do y'all think in chat? Is like, do you think runners are weak right now? I feel like they're not. I feel like it's easy to have a runner that's teched against matchups to a point where it's unwinnable, but it's hard to tech against everyone. That's the way I'm seeing things right now. Yo, that's the thing about Billy. You're saying wraparound OP in this game. That's the difference between wraparound and IP block. Like, it's much harder to tech for wraparound modernly. Like, criminals need to install their Mockler or the Croter, and Mockler is like prohibitively expensive. I think it's 5, and then they don't even make money off of it exactly. I think they pay for 1 credit, which is like obviously fine. But IP block is obviously a better face check. It has surprise value. They can't run last click. There's some really good reasons why that's good. But people tech against it. Like if they're in a Makua deck, they run hunting grounds. I feel Shaper is, suppose Haley is okay. Yeah, I haven't been playing Shaper in a long time. And I feel like the consensus right now is Shaper doesn't really have what it needs to have an economy. But they have so many cool tricks right now. But I feel like a lot of the Pelongi spam is doing a bit better in Anarch, unfortunately. Runners are definitely struggling overall. There's several very strong corps. I wonder what the numbers look like if we can mine like always be running or whatever and see what the win rates look like. I feel like a lot of the games I've been splitting lately in like person tournaments have been corp wins. Maybe that does support that argument. But I haven't been happy with how I've been playing. Shaper's weird. You have a massive late game, Yeah, that's kind of like the Rizeki thing, right? Like you do have a massive Rizeki right late game, let alone, you know, you can be set up. All right, what else are we playing? Streaming live? Oh my god, this is the first time I can chat. Yo, Garcisco, what's up? Welcome to the Sunday stream. We've been live for about 2.5 hours. We're gonna probably do for like another hour maybe, and then maybe I'll find a lunch or something. Glad you can make it. Yo, cheers. Rabbi, I thought I saw some data that said corps were 60-40 in Sander right now, but I can't find it again. I saw Shoptime no bots. Yeah, we don't have any. It's a gross competitive list of mine at the top. Yo, Rob, check this out. I'm glad that you're here for this. This is Rob's list. Social distancing, doing pretty well. Rob, very consistent competitive player. Nice dude as well. Oh, we already had it open. Check this out, Rob. Let's see if we can do this. Give me window. No, full window. Windows. Okay. Deck builder. This is the deck that I played at the store championship that what's it called had? Toronto had? Torsock had? Oh, this is not gonna work. Okay, well, Windows, you're not good. It's like, oh, that worked perfectly. Look how close this is. I think it was inspired by your deck, so, you know, I think the only big difference between our decks is I play Caddy Jones because I'm a coward, and I think Rizeki is so good against assets that I think you might be right, but I love Stargate as a way to close the game. I don't love Turning Wheel as my way to close the game. But, like, you know, admittedly, it's a 419 deck. It's so close. Neat. It's Garrett. Easy to pronounce. Oh, that's so much easier. Cheers. But testing a new shaper that sets up super fast if you want to give it a go. I'm not the biggest shaper player, Billy. Can you sell me on it a bit more than that? I miss Max. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm playing Arkham Horror right now, and I'm playing Patrice Hathaway. I think I've talked about this before. So even if you don't play Arkham Horror, check this out. Is this a playable identity in Netrunner? During each upkeep phase, instead of drawing a card, so basically at the end of your turn, you discard all your hand and just draw 5 more. It's like the closest thing to Max that Arkham has, and it's so fucking fun. I can't imagine myself playing any other investigator because it just seems so boring. Where it's like, oh, this turn I got 1 new card. It's so boring now. Oh man, Max will never die as long as Anarch has so much good stuff. Exactly. Just play a bigger Max deck. Max 115. Patrice is the best way to cope with the loss of Max. Exactly. She's so fun. Oh, Rob, how did it do for me? Poorly. Overall, it only has a 50% win rate. I don't think I played enough with it before the tournament. I had issues because I rely on Amakua, I think, a bit too much, and people were teched against it. But I also misplayed. There was one game where I didn't put no one home down, and then I just died to like Biotic Labor Sting, and I felt pretty stupid about that. I feel like that was something I could have seen coming. And I feel like I lost another matchup to a direct misplay, but this deck didn't feel... I never felt like it was doing anything broken. It just felt like a good runner deck, the same way that Hoshiko's can feel like a good runner deck, but I wasn't sold on it. I like the Stargate a lot, though. I miss Levy Max so much. Hey, what's up, Brick? Yeah, I'm glad Levy's gone, but Max with like that sort of like, oh, you got 3 runs on you, that sort of pressure was fun. What does Patrice do in the counter set that does like 15 damage when your deck runs out? You die! You literally die. It's really hard. But you have to play ways that cancel it. She can play cards that cancel effects. She can play Deny Existence. The problem though with all those cards there, you can't keep them in your hand. So the best thing you can do is either avoid that card, give it to someone else, have someone on your team take it, or specifically whenever she draws an Elder Sign, you can shuffle your deck, which happens usually when... I've never decked myself playing Patrice, and we're like 5, 6 scenarios in. So as long as you can get a way to get the star reliably, so cards like Eucatastrophe, people playing Father Mateo, it's not that scary. I've literally never decked myself. Buffer and Rebirth allow Max to play without Levy, but Trope's still a card which can help as well. Yeah, Buffer's a bit tricky in Max, right? I actually think the best recursion card that nobody's playing in Anarch is District 99, and I feel like District 99 is playable outside of Anarch. Like, I play Max with a stupid amount of cards in the deck, and like if you draw District 99 turn 1, you basically have your whole deck. It's so good. Yeah, play 1 or 2+ cards max. That's the idea. Elder Sign, yeah. Rizeki puts it over the edge. Yeah, I could see it. The other like low stacks that we were playing, the criminal decks, were running 3 Rizekis, and let me tell you, get Rizeki turn 1. Your win rate against a matchup is so much better. Just so much better. Like absurdly better. Rizeki's absurdly good. The fact that Rizeki doesn't cost the same as data folding is wild to me. Like 1 MU is not a really big deal when you have cards like Amakua that alone can do enough. There's just not enough triggers for D99 and you're relying on drawing it early. I think you're right by that, but I think the amount of triggers that you can fire on this are actually a bit bigger than you think they are, but it's largely because Boomerang is a card. And Boomerang is a good card. Boomerang shuffles itself, it filters itself. Obviously Max fires this pretty consistently, but in other Anarchs you're right. You have to do something weird, like you have to play like stim implants or anything that does damage to you, or moshing, stuff like that. Gotta run, look for about. Hey, take care, Rob. Enjoy your weekend, or what's left of it. District's fine. It's good with Boomerang. Was using a neutral Max deck, but I checked it in the end for Trope. Yeah, that's wild. Again, I'm playing this with like 100 plus card Max deck, so this fires very consistently, and it's running a lot of hardware and programs because we need redundancy. I just want to see anyone playing 1 or 2 Max deck in real life. Actually, I have one. Hold on. So it gets a bit goofier because I double sleeve my cards, but this is how big the Max deck is I play at GNKs. It's this tall. I generally divide into 5 piles and then pile shuffle those and then put those and pile shuffle them with other ones. It's absurd. It falls over sometimes, which is a game loss, I'm pretty sure. So sometimes I put it into 2 stacks and then draw one, trash the other, as long as the opponent's okay with it. But it's not, I don't worry about this. Like, this is actually more fun to play with than be like, oh god, this is annoying to shuffle. It did change what I put into the deck, though, because I took Gachapon out of it immediately, because anything that makes you shuffle your deck is really bad. And rebirthing, or sorry, District 99ing into Cabanessa Wu is the right play in a lot of matchups, but it is fucking annoying. But Gachapon is even more annoying. Even mulliganing is like, I don't think it's worth it. Not bad. Reminds me of playing Commander in Magic. It's the same idea, right? Commander's like what, 100? Or is it I think it's 100, right? It's not 60. Is it 60? So my current list, whole plan is to draw through your deck by like turn 6. Use your smoke credit to boost your study guide. On off turns, doesn't need much extra stealth. Why you really need the after image. Did you post a list, Billy? Because I don't see a list. I've almost taken to GNK. Jessica, do it. It's so fun. It's so fun. Oh, Commander's 100. Rizeki being tutorable is insane, yeah. Patrick D99. Yo, we actually brick. That's actually a really big thing. Patrick D99 is sweet. And then there's some weird combos. So this is Patchwork. It lets you throw out a card once per turn. This is a combo that if I was a bit more into Shaper, I'd probably shout out to David for doing this. I would dig into a bit more. Patchwork, throw out a card, install a card. So one of the good cards that you can do this with is Chameleon. Because Chameleon you can throw out. You don't need District 99, but you get a District 99. And the thing is, if you're playing Cabanessa specifically, who probably doesn't need District 99, you can always pay a credit to install Chameleon, and then it returns to your hand. So you get this like infinite engine of installing Chameleons that you could throw out to Patchwork, that you can get more value for, that you bring them back. It's like super cool. Should be a link below. It's chat block links. Chat does block links, but it normally tells me if someone posts a link and then I have to flag it through, but it didn't even give me that option. Can you just tell me the number on the Netrunner DB deck list? Like whatever this number is up here? Because I can just search it by that. Patch has not felt good since Levy rotated. Yeah, I'd buy that. I'd definitely buy it. At least Chameleon's infinite, am I right? Oh, wait. Okay, for all that to actually matter, you need to place Buffer chip. That's actually integral. You need to play this. This with Patchwork is cool. How does Chameleon return to your hand? Yeah, like this. It doesn't return to your hand. It returns to the bottom of your deck, which with Cabanessa is any card in your deck. 1315819. Thank you. Yeah, Patch is good with Buffer. Yeah, totally pink. I forgot an important part. What? Why'd you put all these in here? 1318519. 131. Is it publicly available? What's your name on NetRunDB? I can also search that. You have to make it public though, otherwise no one can find it. There's a game on the Vesper stream with Nesfingo with 45 advancement counters. I'm not touching that. I don't want to touch that. Ooh, Sanjay also has a con deck. Yeah, why doesn't this work? It should work. Actually, that's one too many numbers. I think that's probably the biggest issue. Yeah, that's 7 numbers. It should be only a 5-digit number. Yeah, confirm. That's too many digits, Billy. I love Nesfingo advancement counters, but come on, that's absurd. I guess you can't boomerang it. Without, like, I think there's only one barrier breaker now that breaks all subs for one, and it's Sunny's, because Lamb doesn't exist anymore, and Morningstar rotated. If you asked me whether I'd want a tall ice wall or a wide Masvingo, I would always get the wide Masvingo. Never got one like high around 20, I think. Have just published. Okay. I do not see. I don't see you. I don't see it. Oh, this is probably you. Yeah, Japoko. Cool, cool, cool. Damara can bypass? Oh yeah, you're right. Damara can bypass. Okay. There is another one. Fem doesn't work well. Obviously, inside job, all that shenanigans does work well, but yeah. 51974. Yeah, your number is really different. I've had a 22. The person playing Paperclip just gave up. You hippo it once, though. And then who's the real winner? Oh, that's not Chrome. All right, this is a smoke deck. I classically don't like smoke, but I haven't played stealth in a while. We'll play stealth as at some point. R&D interface, so kind of slow. Anacam. This seems pretty slow. Anacam with 17 events. I guess there's not a better console a lot of times for stealth decks. Shaper consoles got weird. But I don't like having 3 of these. I don't think it's that important. Peace Center time, obviously okay. Our influence is spent on Paperclip because, you know, fractors are bad. We have Study Guide. We have Afterimage. We don't have any... we do have... No, oh yeah, we do have Simulchip. So if we lose a Study Guide, obviously that's bad. We have Double Mantle, which is nice. We only have a single net recur. What can you tell me about that? That seems strange. And only 2 SMCs, which also seems strange. Paragon's pretty good in smoke. Also no Penrose. Apparently, what Billy was saying about this deck is specifically it uses the smoke credit to boost Study Guide, and that's just as good as Penrose, is not better. We also have double Stim Hack to get this up. Penrose is also Fractor. Penrose is only trivially a factor, right? It's only 1 turn Fractor. This is really weird. Also, not having like any deck that runs Peace Center time that doesn't run Beth, I think is a mistake. Beth is just such a good card. It's kind of absurd. But this might be a bit more aggressive. And I don't see why would we need Buffer Drive or Akamatsu. So Smoke and Mantle credit boosts the Study Guide. Tycoon's not bad for breaking multi-subs. Tycoon is not bad. The cool thing with Penrose and Tycoon and all that stuff, I guess it changed a bit, is you could actually run Hushik. Okay, so parts of this are interesting. Parts of this are a bit strange. I guess we need the Akamatsus for Uzeki, but I don't love playing this, especially in Smoke, who doesn't like value install it. We can try this. I would imagine that I would quickly make changes to it. I don't think we need the Buffer Drive. I guess 40 cards is bad against that damage, so maybe that helps. I don't like the 3 of this console. I'd probably play 1 fewer Amiku. I would definitely play Beth, because we're giving them 10 credits. Just struggle with slots? Yeah, I don't think we need 3 Anacom, do we? Like, we already get free card draw from Net Mercur. It might be better just to play more Net Mercurs. Anacom is actually kind of bad also against net damage. And R&D interface is interesting, but we can mod it. Yeah, we'll try this. Maybe we'll make 1 change. Netrunner deck. Quick draw. Smoke. The thing is also we're not like totally ass against assets because we do have Rizekis, which is kind of nice. Smoke does have like a lot of programs to install, so sometimes it's hard to get the Rizekis in there. But I'm gonna get rid of one of those, and I'll put at least a single Bath. I would be so surprised that we're not running 2 Mercur because that's really important in the matchup. And we're not running cast or anything else, so like our economy is we actually have so few economy cards in our deck. We really need Rizeki turn 1. Do I mind playing 41 cards? No. I don't think I'll play this. Then we get an influence back. Pad tap? I don't know. I mean, look, this looks like sit back and set up, so Nemercur isn't doing much. Well, you need it. And the thing is, like, if we run with this, we don't have to sit back and set up. You're right, though. Peace, Beth, and Hernando are a great combo. Yeah, actually, Hernando could be one influence slot. Feel free to change. You maybe start as that quick and set up. I could see that. I could see that. Do we put a Hernando in here? What's a good 1 influence card for a stealth deck? Does anyone know? I'm not a very good stealth player. I don't play a lot of stealth. It's very countable the number of games on this channel we played that have stealth decks in them. How do we use 1 influence, chat? Is there a better 1 influence way to spend MU? I doubt it. Yeah, Hernando's cool, Jessica. I like Hernando a fair bit. You can spend 6 credits for your... What's it called? Slot machine. Taka seems odd. I don't like Taka. I think Taka is way too much influence. And I feel like we probably don't need it. I don't know. Mantle's probably good enough. 3x stim hack. 3x stim hack is probably even going to set us up even faster and is obviously so good with everything else. We only have 2 SMC though, so like the stim hack value is a bit worse. It's a bit worse. Not the worst, but like stim hack study guide is dope. Stim hack anything is really good. Yeah, maybe do 3x stim hack and play 41 cards. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Still thinner. Still less than 45. Hunting grounds. We actually don't have any weakness to hunting grounds because we don't have AI. Besides, obviously, like the what's it called? The brainstorms. I guess we can always bypass sentries, but yeah, hunting grounds is like okay. We don't have a way to deal with tags, so hunting grounds is okay for like Raven, I guess. And I'm not scared of Kamainu. We'll take brain damage anyways. We won't have a big hand size, right? I want to try criminal with Hernando Louis Guilherme. Probably an as, lots of connections. We once played a Louis Guilherme deck on this channel, and it actually was like pretty good. I think you do gang sign. I think that makes the most sense. Ideal first hand is Amakam plus modded. Well, we took an Anakam out, so. Builder of fucking nations. Ah, shit! The one matchup where a buffer chip is like dope. Mostly the invent splices, barriers, and code gates. So this is an okay start, but we want to open with a Rizeki. Stream today? Yeah. Everyone's at home. Might as well. Is this okay, you think? I feel like we could do a bit more aggressive. Opening with a gamble would be good. Anacom, modded, all that stuff is pretty good. This game could be miserable. Maybe. Yeah, we can keep this. I guess after image bypasses Raven anyways. Oh, that's true. That's true. It is a full bypass. Whatever. This is probably good enough. We have 2 draw cards. How bad could it go? But this is the matchup where like buffer chip is so good. As a BON player, I'm usually spooked when I see stealth, so either I'm a bad or this might be a good matchup. The only like card we deal with really elegantly is, well, eventually we do get a Hortum. We get past Mouseless and Hortum pretty easily, but like we have to deal with like Kakugos sometimes. We have to deal with maybe the Kamainu, the Brainstorm. They also have a lot of money, so I guess we're gonna set up. We have all our breakers. We have all our breakers, but no money. I guess we can throw out Paperclip. So we really wanted a modded there. We did not get one. So that's the problem with economy, is like we only have Gamble and Stim Hack, which isn't straight economy, and Peace, and we didn't draw any of them. So what do we do here? Buffer's gonna be useful. Yeah, we took it out though. We did take it out. We also didn't get Rizeki turn 1, which we probably should have mulliganed there for that. I think starting with 2 programs in our hand is not that bad as Shaper. Like we can SMC that shit. Oh wait, oops. I wish we had all our money and no breakers. Yeah, but this is the opposite of what we want. So we can always throw this out. I guess we can play a Matsu. It feels bad. This actually lets us use the SMC, so it's a bit better. And let's not get our clock down, huh? All right, so credit differential also is very impactful when playing against Wayland and NBN decks. So we do have access to misdirection, so it might not be the worst, but it's not good. And on advanced card, don't know how important it is. They haven't advanced their ice. This is likely a wall-to-wall, if anything. I think we could just face check, but I guess the best thing to do would be like drop a study guide and then face check it. We can always silent chip back this. Yeah, I feel like we like that. Brain damage might be bad against this matchup. Oh fuck, if this is a sentry that does damage to us, like a Cortex Lock or a Kamainu or something, we're in a bad spot. Because we can't pull this from hand. We don't have Palangi. Palangi's good with stealth. Pop that for Rizeki before turn 1. Oh yeah, you're right, we should have done that. Oh, it is a Colossus. Fuck me. Our sentry is literally in our hand. Oh, this is not that impactful though. Cortex Lock does nothing? You're right, totally right, we full MU. We have no way to deal with this. So we can take a tag and they can trash a program. I imagine the study guide goes here. I do like the idea of mantling for Rizeki. This also totally means we have our killer in hand. That's a cool choice. Man, I keep getting ruined by Colossus. Absolutely ruined by Colossus in so many games. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, so we want to access with some money, but we also could lose this to brain damage. How bad would that be? So we're going to use this credit. So what can we get down? Mantle, Misdirection, Rozeki. I guess we'll get a Rozeki down, and we'll trash this. Oh, it's Rashida. And we lost our Matsu. We also have no fucking money. We're going to float one tag. This is rough. Any recursion? Yeah, we have 2 simul chips. It is such a strong card with counters. You're totally right, Ubi, and that's usually where it gets me. Floating one tag here is unlikely to be bad. Close accounts on 2 is bad. It's not very compelling. Meat damage punishment on 1 tag. We also haven't drawn into our economy yet, and like it's really bad to not start your turn with a piece in our hand because we can't play it as a priority, so we can't like diesel into piece. I think Colossus was the worst hit there, though. Like a Hortum, anything else would probably be fine. We didn't get punished. We can just run through this, right? Kind of unlikely BON has any tag punishment. Yeah, I think so. So what do we get here? Modded? Yeah, modded's good. So we actually could steal this. So we can mod it out after image for 1. And then I think we bypass, right? Yeah. Well, we didn't get punished last time, so... How does this work? When you encounter a sentry. Yes. So we have to spend 2 stealth credits. So at least we're in. We didn't get punished this turn. What's the chance to get punished that turn? Colossus is so cheap for after image. Yeah, it's going to be really, really good once we get set up. So we just need to kind of crawl out of this pit. And we have 2 RDIs in our hand. I do like the modded a lot. Attitude adjustment. That's scary because that's card draw. But they shuffle an SSL back in their deck. Good to know. And their remote is a bit shit. If we don't get hard hitting news here, we might be okay. Okay, we can crawl out of this. I'll do draw, credit, gamble, and I guess we can remove the tag to respect closed accounts, but it really doesn't seem that impactful. We really need to find a simul chip immediately. Unfortunately, we have to also trash an install card. Okay, we'll risk it here. Oh, beans, brain damage. Okay, whoop, woof, whoops. Would not have done that if we knew of that. I guess having 4 RDIs is a bit crazy, or 3. So basically we just draw into simul chip here and we can be okay. Atlas is scary, Rashida 1's down. They also haven't advanced any of their ice yet, so, you know, not particularly great. You have no resources? We have 3. This one's a good one. So we can start face checking actually pretty well. We're gonna have to throw out a card here. I want to get our value. I think we might just run archives basically to get a credit and then we can throw out. I don't know. Now you probably lose it. Yeah, now we want to shake it for sure. If that's a Rashida, it's okay, but we want to just run HQ next turn. Drawing is really important. I don't think we need another stim hack because we're actually relatively set up. So we're just going to run archives. We're risking hard hitting news, specifically if Rashida fires. So now what we can do is we can use a stealth credit to place a credit on here. We can use this for a trace or anything. We can also draw cards, which at last click is pretty bad. And then we'll add 2 strength. Cool. Cool. Stim hack. It's probably not bad, but I'm worried about cards in hand. Use a wall for tag removal and run? Oh, yeah. We fucked that up. We clicked for a tag. Did we have that in hand at the right time? Oh, it's a Kayambe grade. Okay, so we have to definitely want to deal with that stat. So I think we're just going to deuces into run it. We definitely lose to this. But the problem is like we just can't run through like Hortum or anything else. And we only have 20 cards left. Like we can't be ground out. Okay. Draw 2. Gain 3. Still no good. We need our 2 simul chips. At the bottom of their deck, we're like really fucked. Just because we will die. I guess we can run this. Playing another mantle doesn't seem like it matters. Kayambe's brutal. Yeah, you can't leave Kayambe. So that's a Hortum. Continue to encounter ice. Let all subroutines fire. We'll run another server. So we'll run HQ here. They did attitude adjustment, so we can always run R&D after if they don't res. Oh, yeah, right. That's fine. So this, we get a tag, which we probably want to remove. We lost another RDI. They could fire snare here. SCS drone deployment. Yeah. Gah. Yeah. They just drew that. What's better? I think the Arzeki might be better. Is the Arzeki better than the mantle? I think it might be. Yeah, we have another mantle in hand, and we'll clear the tag. All right, we're on game point. Okay, hopefully we just went on R&D and that this doesn't matter. That's Rashida, damn. Lose the mantle, okay, we picked right. Install the other one, yeah. We just want to clear the tag though, because net recur seems important. We didn't boost, which we should have. We definitely should have got the free boost there, because we weren't going to run again, so we did fuck that up. You aren't using the recur. Yeah, what's up, Kyle? Yeah, we definitely fucked that up. We should have boosted for sure, because we were going to clear the tag. You can also use this money to clear tags. All right. Is that an NGO? Maybe. You don't have a lot of money, so that's the piece for next turn. We could just run R&D, maybe win. Again, they can res Hortum or Mouseless. They're both fine. We have 2 stealth credits to get through a sentry, which they can't really res most sentries. Most advanced sentries, there's just Colossus, I think, and Bust. Focus on R&D? Yeah, I think so. Okay. That's brutal. Everything we have is so cheap. I like this card. This is a good card. This was a problem when David came out. I think this card should be reevaluated. Trace 5. So what? If successful, the runner reveals their grip, trash each of those cards with pay or install costs equal or less than the amount by which the trace succeeded. So we can spend 2. We lose most of our hand. Luckily they have no money, so I don't want to play the piece anyways. Unless it's an NGO, that'd be bad. Wait, what is the number on this? If successful, the runner reveals their grip, trash each of the cards with player install costs equal or less than by the amount. So if we want to protect, basically, I like this card. Spend 2, slam down the RDI and go back in. Yeah, it's probably best. We don't die to snare. I don't want to play the piece. The mantle's the only thing that's kind of a bummer, but no, thank you. That's good damage. That's good damage. Then we'll boost. We'll place a credit. We can also draw a card, but drawing a card is actually probably better. I feel like I'm doing this in the backwards way. So we can see 2 cards here. They have no money though, unless that's an NGO. It's an ice wall. Good to know. We can just do that next turn. Let's just draw into something that's not. That's playable. If we play this, we die to, they could do credit, res fire. We die to contract killer, which has been a bit on meta. So I'm not going to play this. That's a good draw. I think the hand was worth more than 5 credits. Not that we're on game point. I think that we're on game point with an RDI and they have no money. Maybe not. And still could be an NGO front. I think we're going to start using this to draw. I think they're in a really awkward spot. This is a cool card, though. It's a really cool card. Salam's? Fucking hell. My RDI! The last one! So they can name a card. Is waiver kill and BON under certain circumstances? Not unless it's advanced, and then you have to be very lucky to have more money than them, and it has the subroutine has to fire. It is some circumstances. I think it involves satellite grid or Kayambe grid. We lost our R&D interface. Pretty good. Why is this a BON deck? I don't entirely know, but we would die to Breach Dome. We could do like draw. No, we could do like gamble, Rizeki, run R&D, and not die to Breach Dome, hopefully. We'll draw with this. Yeah, it seems fine. Cool. Because this is the counter to this, is having no cards in hand with BON deals with well. So plan for a quick R&D lock. It's pretty out the window. Yeah, I think so. So I think we can skip that. Add 1 strength. We'll use it from here. We'll draw a card so we don't die. Successful run to like Breach Dome. It's a Whoredom. Good to know. We've been getting good value from Netrunner so far. We just want to find our Beth is pretty shit right now, but at least it's good that they don't have money. But we basically need to just find a simul chip so we can get down our code gate breaker, and then we're off to the races. We can play money and make it big. Credit. Again, this is also 4 credits access. It's pretty good. Modded die is so good to waiver. Ooh, ice wall. All right. 2 credits a turn though, kind of hard to beat. We don't play these. We're on RD. If there is an ice wall here, it's totally fine. Install paperclip. I don't think so. We just wanted them to spend money. Ooh, Anacam. We can mod that, and it actually draws us a card. All right, +1 MU. And anytime a resource is trashed, an event is trashed, we draw a card. Actually a pretty sweet card as long as you have enough events. I've been really excited about some 419, just like Good Stuff Criminals playing this card. I think it's totally worth it. This is actually, fuck it, holy shit, this is what we need. This is a better card, I think, in the we played earlier, what's his face? Fast Boy, Ken. Like, this is the card we need, right? Because every turn you play an event, you draw a card. This is so good. And I think that we actually use the value of this maybe better than Swift. Actually, probably not. It's about similar. We could just click for the draw. Okay, never mind. It was cool for a second. Let's draw 3 cards. Gain 3. All right, we have SMC. It really doesn't help us. 6 cards though. Oh fuck, we could lose. We could definitely lose here. Don't want to play too many cards because Builder of Nations is an issue. But we also literally can't get through this. And a huge issue here is that this is an SDS drone deployment. Like, we just can't. Man, bottom 6 cards, both of our simul chips. This card we don't need to play because we don't need to protect it. The only card we really lose here is like Peace in Our Time, and we can pay for Beth. This is fine. And it comes in the event even from damage, has less dependent on runs. Yeah, it's totally true. The deck is, I think, mostly runs. We'll play that just because we have to play our thing. Runs, R&D. All right, we have no multi-access anymore. No thanks. No thanks. So on approach, I'm going to use this to place a credit. So we can lose SMC, which is probably fine. You smoke for paperclip? Yeah, you're right. We could have done that. It would have been better. Might as well use the stealth credit. Yeah, totally. Yeah. So if we play 4, we lose 1 card. Yeah, we'll pay 4. Or we lose 2 cards. Our money's good enough. We got 3 Rozakis. Whatever. We'll pay 5. Oh, they forgot it was in the bin. Oh. Slot machine? Okay. We're just literally going to run out of cards. Like, that's a real issue. We need to find a simul chip, and then BON is actually a real tax. Like, the buffer chip is so good in this matchup. And we have 4 hand size, so I guess we put the Zeki down. Oh man, we might not win this. They still have a lot of work to do. And our after image makes their Colossus look really bad. Ooh, there you go. That's exactly what you want to do. Do we ever run archives? Draw once for simul chip? Damn, we're good. And we can always just trash the paperclip. We also should be running HQ for sure. We just don't have the money right now. I've been using Blackstone lately. I don't even know what the numbers on Blackstone are. Add 1 strength, use a credit, place 1 credit. So they threw out slot machines, and oh, they're on like Ibrahim Salem and some wild stuff. So I have no doubt they're kind of flooded here. So we just want to have more money. So next turn, I think we'll just go in and boost our study guide up to, it's going to cost us like what? We simul-chip it for free, and then we have to spend 10 credits of our real money. I still don't want to do Peace in Our Time though, because their economy is really bad. I think this turn is like credit hedge fund. Oh wow, SDS drone deployment. Oh, SSL, okay. Well, money. So we need to run HQ here. It's pretty bad if you need to boost for 1 to 2 strength. Oh, Blackstone, right? Yeah, Blackstone, buffer drive is here for Jinteki matchups. Yeah, I believe it. We have a small deck, so we're really weak to it. Okay, I think I think we have the numbers. I think we have the math, the credits. We're on HQ. We'll trash the paperclip. We'll install the study guide. Continue. Then we'll 1. You can also just let this fire. Two. 3. 4. 5. We'll break all. And now we are set up. Now we basically just want to try and not die. Yeah, we win. Good game. It was just an HQ. Imagine that we didn't hit Colossus and we had like the huge study guide on turn 1. Like there's nothing they can really do besides grind us out. And we get through all their ice for pennies. Like this is a credit, 3 credits, 2 credits. This is 2 credits. This is probably the most annoying ice they have. Can you move your face? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was on top of the program. 115. Ooh, damn, I'm good. Hey, thanks for gaming. You always give a damn I'm good if you cheese that shit out. All right, let's put the buffer chip back in because with the modded, it's actually not that bad. But like against our, we are running very, very lean. So as long as we draw, I think the mulligan's way more important in this matchup than we think it is. Just because like the setup is so important. Obviously opening up with all your programs in hand when running with SMC is a bit of a fuck up, but hey, we'll iron this out. Here, 1 second. Cool. Yo, what up, Pink? Pink is in YouTube chat. They know what we're up to. I think they're playing Gagarin. That seems bad. At least we can deal with tour guide. Yeah, okay, so they're playing a lot of upgrades, Gagarin. Opening hand, we do have modded into Anakam. I think that's the best we can ask for. Yeah, this is good. We don't have money though. I imagine they're gonna harding and use us. But this is like really acid spam heavy where getting the early Rizeki is important. But I think our hand has what we wanted in theory. Thanks, you too. So this is gonna be acid spammy. I don't know what their punishment is. I know they're running a lot of upgrades, and I think they're running good upgrades that we don't have counters to. Cards like Ash, they're running cards like Red Herrings. So a lot of, I imagine even, what's his name is in there? The Byroid? Warray Tracker. So it's pretty expensive. So we just want to set up and basically R&D lock them, and that's probably the best we got. We'll modded this down first so we get the extra card draw. We can diesel out from here. We have a single Rizeki and an SMC. Pretty good spot to start in. That's actually a really good opening. And next turn we can diesel for 4 cards. All right, pretty good startup. Close, what's up, man? How are you this Sunday? Pretty good, actually pretty good. How are you doing up on Twitch chat? We're just hanging out here, playing some deck lists from online and from the community. It's fun. So not Gagarin start. No, it's actually a pretty good one, Garrett. I just know that they're very upgrade heavy, and Rashida early is fucking dope. Yeah, like that's what their deck is gonna do. So we're just gonna ignore that and try and win off of R&D. A piece would be really good, and we do have one next turn. So we want to make sure we end our turn with some amount of credits. just so that we, you know, can play this. I feel like this is the matchup where buffer drive doesn't matter. So what can we do here? We want to ensure that we end with 1, but the next turn we can't run. So we'll pay peace and draw a card. Oh man, that's so good. Simul chip doesn't really matter here. So I think we can do credit and just throw out the buffer chip. I don't know what their agenda suite is. Yeah, it seems like the worst card. I'm playing really janky lat combo deck. Not my to do in quarantine. Oh, fucking second Rashida. How janky is it? Couple bright spots. Netmaker can almost act like BP for accessing remotes, and after image tears through a tour guide. Yeah, totally. I totally agree with that. Joking, Pink Warrior is great. Yeah, okay, so RDIs are going to be good. Yeah, they have money. We have money too, and the card draw. And talk about money. We have it. Gamble. So they're playing Kayambi. They're rezzing it. I don't know why that matters, but Advanceable Ice is pretty nuts. So next turn, I think we want an event to play if we can. That's kind of better, I guess. And we are going to need this if we hit something here. I don't know if there's Scary Sentries. So I nearly slotted a 1-of because I can when I built this. Wish I had now. Because I can is actually really fun in this, but I always thought because I can was like marathon, we can add it back to your hand, but unfortunately it's not. All right. Okay. I think we're gonna slam RDI and go in on this one. Died to snare. Let's go. And this gives us access to misdirection, which is important. Ooh, no res. Card from deck. Massivingo. Scary. Card from deck. Hedge fund. Okay. Not particularly good for them. But they are locked. So we're just going to lock R&D and hopefully win. Running HQ is also pretty good here. We should have boosted stealth too. This could be annoying actually because we get a tag if we hit a Hordem. Oh, it's an Afshar. I'm just going to do this. Place a credit. Drawing a card actually is probably better. I'm doing this in an optimal order. We can let all subs fire. That's fine. Alright, cool. I want to play a marathon deck with bankrolls and a console that gives you money whenever you make a successful run. I'll go make one. Hey, you gotta play some other formats. Bookmark, 3x Encore, and Epoch, Notoriety, Equivocation, Trash Out the Ashes, Force the Corp to draw their whole deck. Damn. So we don't really need to run this turn. We do want to lock them though. Let's try and get an event. Let's try and get an event. Let's try and get an event. Okay. They have to deal with 3 RDIs. It can be hard. So imagine it's a Mesfingo. Those aren't events. Yeah, they're not. They look like it though. They have like green cards with text and shit. Oh wow, that's obviously a Biovault. That's good, I guess. Can we deal with this? Yeah, we need a stim hack it basically. Draw. Ooh, Beth is really good. Draw. Another Anakim doesn't really matter. Clicking for credits the same as running archives, I guess, but this gives us more stealth credits, which are better than real credits. We do threaten hard-hitting news though, but their deck is doing a lot of stuff. It might be unreasonable for them to do all of that. Defense construct. Oh, it could be. Yeah, you're right. It could be. Doesn't defense construct only work on archives, or is it you can do it on archives? All right, they only have 10 credits. They have a gamble in hand, though. I think I guess we can't run with peace, but we can recover with peace. We really want a stim hack here. We did take one out for that buffer drive. Whatever, they can res stuff. 2 RDIs is good enough. We'll peace next turn. It's an Aket. All right, you win this one, my friend. So they get advance and ice. Cool. Oh, on any card. Oh, that's actually really good. That's great. No modded. Damn it. So Beth is not good, Anachem is not good. Another SMC is actually pretty valuable. We can always pull the misdirection if we need to. Okay. It's very deep. Yeah, it is. It is very deep. Is this a government takeover? I wouldn't put it past pink. I don't want to give them money, but I feel like if we have unlimited money, it's all we need. I'll take unlimited money. Oh, we have a paperclip as well. So we'll draw once so we can discard it. We'll mod this down, and we'll draw again so we can discard it. Okay, and now we basically lock them out of the game. We hope. We can only hope. You gotta use Out of the Ashes instead to save 3 clicks and don't get the other 6. Out of the Ashes seems pretty broken good. Oh, we can't break all the subs on this. Advance. Oh, it's a food. It's a restricted card. Okay. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Run R&D. Continue to counter ice. Thank you. Our MU is in a bad spot. So we're going to pull out a study guide. No. And we'll install paperclip. No thanks. This is actually really expensive to break. That's a really annoying piece of ice. I don't know, 4? We'll keep the stealth. We'll break the end of the run. They can put a credit on something and gain a credit. Yeah, close. They talked about this deck specifically. I think they're gonna have all the barriers here, which is annoying. They might not have any sentries. Some Svingo. Still 2. All right. Sunday stream. Spags, what's up, man? How's your quarantine been doing? And we're going to see 3 cards unless they buy a Voltaire, which can lock them out of the game. Border Control, it's a good card for the remote. Kayambe Grid. Yeah, we actually probably want to trash that. And an IPO. Oh, and one more, hedge fund. Oh, fuck. We have to be running HQ. Probably want to be running HQ. What do we do here? Akamatsu Mantle? This is expensive. This is 5 credits. All right, so we know the next 4 cards. So running R&D is bad. Running HQ is pretty good. We want to get a stim hack. Have Psych Mike? Yo, Psych Mike would be dope in this deck. We actually have a local J-Knight GNK in a bit. Spags, are you guys streaming it? Get the mantle down. Yeah, mantle seems important. All right, they just shuffled their deck. They're just going to keep advancing this. Start boosting the study. Yeah, we don't need it yet, but you're right. We want to use the mantle and her to boost the study, but like we want to be running too. Let's get a stim hack. Not a stim hack. And they're going to get their free advancements. They're just going to free advance everything. Yeah, very casual. Don't want to steal your viewers. Oh, it's good. I was like, if it's really soon, Spags, I wouldn't mind streaming it if they just want someone to cast it. Like, I'll stream a couple games. Unless someone else is, then I don't want to steal their viewers or whatever. No, thanks. No stim hack yet. No, we only have 2 and 8 cards, and we're gonna run out of cards. And barriers are really good. We probably should have used the mantle. And then we should have used smoke too. Had all in GNK yesterday, brought CTM, killed the game. Hey, CTM, still pretty good. Do they biovault us here? No. Ash? Yeah, okay. Surveyor, oh fuck me. Oh, that's actually really good. Surveyor's garbage. Kayambe. I guess. Yo, what the fuck is happening? That didn't bring my finger. You paid forward. Breaking has 6 subs. Oh, yeah, you're right. We paid 1 too few. It has 5 subs. I hope that's the surveyor. Is that the surveyor? Because the surveyor is like not an issue. I sense government takeover. Yeah, Garrett, I think you're right. Can you move your face again? You're covering your cards. Yeah, hey, thanks, Jessica. Good call. Like, we don't have to do anything because we're locked. Like, we just have to do that every couple turns. So I don't want to deuces. Like, it just... We basically spend our credits to boost the study guide every turn and click for 4. We don't have, unfortunately, the MU to get this other Rizeki down, which is only valuable in a couple turns. We're getting the Beth credit, which is really good. So I think we're just going to click 3 and do this. We can definitely run the remote at some point. Pink Warrior does like government? Yeah, I think they do. I remember playing against Pink. All right, what card is that in the remote? Did we trash the Ash? Yeah, I don't remember. All right, well, just draws a card. We do have Stimhark. Do we Sturmhark R&D? I think we Sturmhark R&D. No, we probably just Sturmhark HQ. Why am I saying it like this? Should run archives when you boost to get the Emperor cred? Yeah, you're right. We might as well run because we get credit from it. You're totally right. Oh, that's annoying. Not really. Yeah, we should always be running. I'm not scared of their punishment. I don't think they have any. Place credit. So we lose 2 because we can't break all of it. It's fine. Here, continue counterize, same shit. Break Cook Guide Subroutine and the run. We'll lose 2. I guess we'll use the mantle. We don't need to run R&D this turn. Back ice and continue. Hit me with because I can. Yeah, right. Oh man, we just do quest completed. That's still a card, right? And before we access, we'll just get this up to strength. Mistfinger would be really good in this deck. I'm not Mistfinger, sorry, wow. Oh, Consulting Visit, they do have punishment. What would be good in this deck is, excuse me. Yeah, quest completed. Oh man, quest completed would be so good. I think we just click for 2. Will you hit Masscom? Oh man, Masscom could be an issue, but I don't think they can use their money that well. We just have to run R&D like every 3 turns. Oh, it's an Oaktown. Can we just run this remote? I think we can, just because they can't afford to res anything. Like, what's this? This is a Messfingo, it's fine. Anything else advanceable, it's not an issue. I think we actually do run the remote. They had an Oaktown in hand and we missed it. It was a 1 and 2. Yeah, okay. So this is what? 9 to break? 9 to break. Puts us on 8 credits. Yeah, forces them to res stuff. I think that's good. Yeah, that's fine. It has 10 subs, 10 credits, excuse me. And we paid it right there. Pay 4 credit and the rent, we'll pay 4. No, it's fine. So now they can res their shit. Let's see what they res. Ash, that's fine. They spent 2 credits on that. Red Planet, that's fine. They paid credits for this. Like, this is all we want to do. Overseer Matrix, like, this is fine. We just want to make them spend money. Actually, this gives them money back. Overseer, so we're not going to trash anything. We're just going to pay 5 for Oaktown. I guess we can't beat the trace. Okay. Yeah, they can just leave the Oaktown in here forever, actually. That's kind of cute. Sweet. That was bad for us. You can beat it exactly? Yeah, but then we can't pay 5 to steal the Oaktown renovation. We can beat the trace for sure. Nemricker can help you with the trace. Oh, hold on. Wait, yeah, you're right. We have money in Nemricker. We can use that for anything. Yeah, we definitely steal that. Yeah, it's really important to take that. Thanks, chat. Yep. Oh, Gagarin. Oh, wait, you're right. Gagarin. Shouldn't have paid one for the access? I didn't, I don't think. Oh, yeah, you're right. Why did we pay one for the access? Did I hit yes? +4? Huh? Oh, yeah, right, that. Nice. All right, so we can do this trace. It's better to use our own credits, right? Because these are stealth credits. Oh, we can't do that. Okay, well, that's obviously a lot of money. Discard down to 4. I don't think we're gonna need another mantle. I don't know if you paid or not, actually. Yeah, it showed up in chat, you're right, but I think I clicked no. Okay. All right, 6 credits. What does it cost to run this remote? This is expensive. We will deuce this wild into a stim hack, right? We technically will. We'll just stim hack this remote. And that has to be a biovault, right? Yeah, it has to be. Now their tour guide's a bit better, but again, we deal with it very cheaply. We're probably running a bit too soon. We could get more value here. I think we know these top 1 card at least. This is the true way to play Gagarin, not the silly ass spam. The thing is, like, it protects us, but we don't spend money accessing them. Like, that's the trap. And also, we can deal with Overseer Matrix kind of easily if we have misdirection. The thing is, like, yeah, I guess there's no good way to deal with that. Yeah, we'll use the stealth credits because there can't be 2. Oh no, we shouldn't have done that because of tour guide. Actually, yeah, we don't want to. Why want to do that? Okay, there's still 1 stealth on the mantle. This is a good combo. Imagine they had a Dudedois as well. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, buy a vault. Makes sense. Cool. Cool. I think we just click for credits. We lost the deuces while we only have 3 hand size. Yeah. I guess. Tour guide just assets or upgrades too. I think it's any res card. Ooh, Rashida, that breaks lock. Running HQ is not pretty good. Runner, tour guide. I think it's any res card. Even. Oh, it's acid. Oh, okay, never mind. They're not on tour guide. Good call. All right, so that's Kayambe Grid. It's 12 credits. There's something in this remote. Right now we're like losing just to Masvingo, not anything else. What's going on here? Tetsuto, it's Gagarin with a lot of upgrades, and we're not getting good accesses. I think we run HQ here. It cost us, this is free. So it cost us like 2 credits. I think we just run HQ a bunch. Having another Rizeki would be really good. Caddy would also be good in this matchup, but it's a dirty matchup. Like, it's going to take him a while to score out. Is this an Atlas? I don't know what that is. I think they may want After to fire to get a credit on it. Single remote Gagarin. Should this be Earth Station or am I crazy? Yeah, actually maybe Earth Station would be better. But the thing is, like, we're not interacting with these. So they're technically his attacks. Please an agenda. Matrix Overseer. No, we don't care. Click 3, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna come down to the luck of our accesses, but we can just power through this. This is really expensive, right? Like, this is really expensive. 3 advancements. Do we run this? This is like what? 13 plus 9. We could easily run R&D and win, but HQ is so much easier to run. What do we do, chat? R&D seems so much better. Thinking. Okay, so this is 4 credits. This is, and then it lets them jam. I guess they always can. This is 4 credits. This will have 7 advancements, so it'll be 7 credits. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus this will be another 4 credits. That's 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we have to trash it, which is 16, 17, 18. And then we're accessing cards. How good is that? Not very. 18. And we're going to be running with less than that. We should make sure that we did the math right. And then they could maybe make this 20 credits if they res a stealth card, like a surveyor, which I imagine they could. They can't res double surveyor unless this isn't. No, they can't. That's probably not an NGO front. Build credits by running archives. It's the same as clicking for credits, but it gives us stealth credits. They only have 7, right? So they can res Kayambe and maybe that. But you're right. If they res that, it's hard for them to score out. They get a credit and a counter from this though, so it's like they have 8. So again, this is 4 for this. This is 6 plus 3. Like, fucking man, stealth is so good if you have Palangi in it. Because then you can after image. Like, that would make this matchup kind of trivial that we could Palangi Misfingo. So this is going to have 7 strength on it, so we have to spend 7. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Unless they advance another ice, which would make it 16, 17, 18, 19. I did the math good enough, I hope. There's a chance that it's... Is there a chance that it's Kayambe? I thought you trashed 2. Yeah, but they preempted them. There's one more. Their barriers are really good. Mesfingo is running wild modernly. We saw a lot of cards. Like, we've accessed a lot of cards and seen no agendas. The only agenda we got in the remote. We have 3 RDIs. Continue to encounter ice. I think we did the math right. Yeah, 8 credits seems like it's enough. And they advanced the Mesfingo, not the card in the remote. And before Marcus Batty? That's fine. I don't think they have the influence for Batty. They're thinking here. Pay 4, yeah. We'll just pay 4. And we'll access the deck first, I guess. We have a chance of winning. Please, government takeover. Atlas, good start. Wall to wall, no, whatever. Oaktown, great start. Come on, Atlas. Oh, damn, we're fucking good. Oh, I already guys had to line up at some point. There's sure like no agendas. Any in hand? How's that? Red planet? I had you in my turn? What does that mean? That's a good axis. 6 points. Vanity and remote. Vanity? Oh my god, they're playing Vanity. Oh wow. Oh wow. We had 1 turn there. So just for chat. That's Vanity Project. It's a 6-4. So if you can just like, we've been playing against so many whale and advanceable ice decks that have this like really long game Dirtle strategy where it's like score a food and then score Vanity, and that would have been it. I guess as a 3-pointer, that kind of makes sense. Hey, cheers. We have to get really, really lucky there. Obviously, we have to get all those access to fire. And otherwise, they do just advance, advance, advance here, and we can't do anything about it. Could we have ran this? Like, how much did we spend? We started our turn. Hey, Nanko. We started our turn with 16 credits plus Hey, buddy. Well, guess who's here? If we ran that, we have to do the ash trace, which they could boost into. They need to keep some money, though. We have to pay for the cayambe. We have to pay for the red herrings, and then that's pretty good. Yeah, that's something. Okay, bye, friend. Cool. We'll trash that. Feels good. I actually don't know if they have tag punishment, but I imagine they must if they have overseer. Maybe they have a single boom or something like that. Maybe we could have ran their mode. I don't know. They would boost the ash, which is good. Anywho, it's 3 o'clock. We've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. Great game. Hey, thanks, Pink. Thanks for the game as well. Have you tried this, by the way, in Earth Station? It seems like it'd also be pretty legit. Because like I don't think the extra trash cost on any of these actually matters that much. I have 1 HPT in the deck. Okay, cool. So they do go tag me. We did see the consulting, so I'd assume there was tag punishment in it. Biovault's a really good card. Holy fuck, Biovault's a good card. That is all for today. We'll be back streaming. We're going to try and stream every 2 days at least, just to make sure that there's content, and so there's at least some social interaction, which is really important if you're indoors for a long time. We're going on to week 2 next week. We're still working from home. It should be an all right time. Thanks for stream. Hey, Billy, thanks for showing the deck. This deck's actually pretty cool. I think it could definitely be tuned, but you're right. This sets up way faster than I think it does, which makes it way more fun than sitting back and playing Shaper the way the Shaper does. It's a bad idea. If it becomes our station, it loses what makes it special. Jessica, you're technically right, but also Overseer Matrix is what makes it special, and I love this card. I want to play always localized product line into Overseer Matrix, and never pulled it off compellingly. We'll be back in 2 days, so stay tuned on Tuesday. If you're watching the VOD, if you're people we played games with, hanging out in chat, thanks so much for dropping by. Because we're not streaming consistent times, it's probably a good idea to hit follow or subscribe on YouTube or Twitch. It also just helps out the channel a fair bit when it comes to like being able to find it on SEO and recommendation engines and stuff like that. So I do appreciate that if that's a possibility on your end. Otherwise, I'm gonna go find some lunch. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your weekend if this is still Sunday for you. Otherwise, enjoy the week. Hopefully we see you on Tuesday or what have you. Stay safe. Don't get sick. Don't get anyone else sick. We'll be out of this soon enough, huh? James, what's up? Thanks for the stream. We're locked down in Munich, learning lots in Munich Mining Corp. And from you. Hey, cheers. That's really cool. Hopefully we'll catch you later, James. Unfortunately, not the best time on Tuesday for Munich. We'll be streaming probably after 5. But hey, cheers. Thanks for the kind words. Take care, y'all.